Originally, we were bringing a caravan to Phandelver and encountered some mean goblins, and it ended very bad. And that really just showed how dangerous this frontier is. That heroes looking to protect and adventure down here are getting killed. This is a dangerous spot. Now this new band has formed, and they're doing a stunning job. They're filling in the shoes of dead adventurers, both metaphorically and literally, in the terms of T-Fob, who's filling in the shoes of Sildar, the knight from the Lord's Alliance, and all these other characters too, just like very brave and brazen. The one that kind of holds the story together is Jewel, who started dead and then died and then is still dead and will forever be dead. And that's but has been in
Oh,
every
there.
episode. But it's been in every episode. So that's kind of like the stagnant piece. Recently, part 2 took a couple episodes, and they managed to they decided to attack the Red Brand keep at the Red Brand lair at Trezendor Manor, and had managed to speak to a halfling child, a little halfling farmer boy, who told them about a back door into Trezendor Manor. He was a snoopy little boy, just running through the wilds outside Phandalin, and had seen some Red Brand movement and told the adventurers about that. He invited the adventurers to go have dinner with him and his family, even. And it was just a fun little halfling, and had that communication with Slim Lenny, and showed them where the pipe was into Trezendor Manor. Inside Trezendor Manor, they were, oh my gosh, it was the most concise. It was fucking the American way, fast, efficient. Well, hold on. Well, it was efficient. It's not the American way to be efficient, but we say that. You know what I mean? We say efficient because it's advertising. So yeah, the proper American way is, let's think of other good advertising words. It was fast, efficient, safe, friendly, and all were welcome to it. We fucking made it through the Trezendor Manor in no time. Destroyed a Nothic, sniffed out where the wizard was, chased him out of his hatch, and killed him. There was a handful of loose ends from the module that weren't touched on. There, may have been a lot of loot that the night that you guys left Trezendor Manor, you could see a fire in the distance. Some stuff started on fire in there. Some stuff was left behind that you didn't know of. Something had happened, and that's over. But you guys you stayed at the Stonehill Inn. At the Stonehill Inn, the guy, what's his name? I just posted him in our chat, but he had given you guys put Core up for another night, as he told a beautiful story about a deer and a wolf, and entertained the people and made his free stay. Then the rest of the party, if you guys haven't deposited your 3 copper for the night's stay, I suggest, or I recommend, or I ask if you would please just take out 3 copper for your stay at the Stonehill Inn. In the morning, Tolbin, the proprietor of the Stonehill Inn, is coming around. He's got a big serving tray on his shoulder. You can tell this guy used to be a miner. He used to be but he's smart. You can imagine he used to be like a mining, I don't want to say a prospector, but maybe a guy that could have worked for a prospector. He's a smart dude, but he's also pretty yoked, and he's carrying this big tray of just plates, and he's going around handing them down to anybody that wants. It's just a big, picture an English breakfast. It's just got everything on it, and he's smiling. You can guess that he's likely smiling this way because of the work you guys did in Trezendor Manor. And seemingly in just a couple of days that you started in Phandalin, wiped out a pretty big fucking problem for them. And he's
I'm
handing,
just gonna
yeah.
go ahead. I was gonna say I actually
He's,
stayed at my house
oh yeah, that's fine. Yep, thank
or in
you.
my research lab.
In your lab, you probably have a little
My little
hammock. You probably have a little hammock that like hangs between a bunch of beakers and stuff.
it's actually a little bedroll.
Oh, it's a
That's only
bedroll. Okay.
it's only like this big underneath my desk.
How big is this big? I'm not looking at the camera.
Um, it's just it's my size,
Okay. Tonky sized.
donkey size.
Well, Tonky, then you know, no problem. You wake up having your morning ritual, your routine. Same as usual, you guys will meet up at the Stonehill Inn after breakfast. And with the
Uh,
uh-huh.
did I run into Halia yet?
I mean, she hasn't come to find you. You're at your laboratory. Well, let's see if I can. I don't know if I can shift click.
I'm gonna try and find Halia eventually. If
Yeah, I
you
mean
want
she's
to
across the
move other
street.
things
She's
forward,
across the street from you. So your
that's
research laboratory is here, and Holly is just across the street. I mean, she might not sleep there, but that's where like she always is.
well, that's gonna be my #1 goal for the next morning is to try and find her and claim our reward, my reward,
My hour there.
mine.
Nice. Yeah, you go in, and the lady at the front desk who seemingly gave you some like bullshit last time has completely stepped aside. The lady at the front desk doesn't even, she knows, she's like, she just points to the door and lets you walk in. You go in.
Yeah, do I see anything inside?
All right, roll a dexterity saving throw. There was a no, I'm just kidding.
I was like, I mean, I will.
Yeah.
All right.
It just seemed like you were. I'm sorry. It's one of those online things. You were just like
Mhm.
bouncing back and forth with me. I like let it go. As you walk in, Holly is smiling behind her desk, and she says, "You have proven yourself quite a worthy mage, Master Tonky." And she gets up, picks up a small chest, small wooden box. It's not like a super ornate box. And she opens it up and slides it across her desk to you with her like really big uh who's the Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Jessica Rabbit?
Jessica.
With she looks like Jessica Rabbit,
Oh, god damn it.
but like black hair. I've always pictured it. And she like slides this box with 100 gold pieces in it over the desk to you.
Perfect. I'm just gonna walk up, shut the box, and grab it. Uh, what was this about? An invitation?
And she smiles to you, continuously smiles to you.
I need to know what I'm getting into here.
And she says that she is a part of a particular order. And they are mostly spies. They are spies. They are behind the curtain. She uses a slang term. She uses a slang term that you wouldn't know necessarily. You've only heard it as like the Illuminati, right? I don't know like what that slang term would be. But then she says that the Zentarum are looking for young mages. And clearly she means young, like, new to Zentarum. The Zentarum order. Make a history check.
Okie dokie. 12.
Okay. You know that they have a base of operations. Like, they're set up across the Citadel of the Raven, Stormwatch, Darkhold. Darkhold's kind of like their main base of operations. They're a black network. So picture like think themes like Anonymous, Illuminati, and they want to help influence power and help influence people behind the curtain, and also like people who are being unruly, kings that are being way too pompous for their own good. They're the ones who steal from them, shut them down, politically get them, take away their political powers, etc.
All right. All right. Well, have them contact me. You know where to find me. And I'm just gonna turn around and walk out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I have no time to talk with her.
She
Give me my
hands
money and run.
she hands you a fang. She hands you like this little, it's not an actual like fang of like a dog or anything. But she hands you this like, it's almost like a token.
Okay.
Has a little fang on it. And the four of you, Jewel, Core, Slim, Lenny, and T-Fob, you guys all wake up and have your breakfast and have your morning. We don't have to really go into like the specifics of the morning unless there's anything particular. I definitely don't want to take away from anybody that's trying to RP. But you guys get up in the morning. You know all the quests in front of you. Tonki is doing his thing on the side there. You guys have a moment to discuss what happened last night, what your next step is going to be, how the mission progresses.
So before he meets up with the crew, Core has breakfast with the same two ladies from the night before.
That's right.
But they just look like they're pleasantly talking and just kind of laughing and
Nice. Just
Yeah.
good company though, right?
right,
Having a
right.
good morning. The
Kind
Russell
of like
the
like
Russell
the image
brand
that you see
fashion.
well, kind of, but like that image that you see at like hostels and stuff, like in the morning where like the crew comes back that we're partying and stuff, right?
Right.
Kind of like that. Just kind of
Yeah.
like chill. Yeah, we had a good time.
Most definitely. And the ladies are super flattered, man. One of them says that this is like I'm not going to go into like voices or anything because it's a little difficult for me to always role play the female side of a sexy encounter with my friend Kevin. It's not that hard, but it is a little difficult. There was one time
It's just a little hard, right?
Yeah.
Just like
in-person D&D, I always say if you want to like flirt with an NPC, you have to look me in the eyes when you do it. But one of them does say that she wants to see you again. Not in like she does the whole like we don't have to like DTR, but like she wanted to see you again.
If it happens, it happens.
She's really happy for that. And she says that her name is Cassandra. But you already knew that. Because you're a gentleman.
True. Is it with a K or a C?
It's a fantasy world, so we'll say it's with a K. No. It's with a Q.
No.
Q U
So is it like
Q U
QUA?
Q U Assandra.
apostrophe.
Yeah, Cassandra.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. So you have your thing, and for the rest of the party, who's having their brekkie, referring to your notes, referring to what you know is left, referring to any loose ends you think you might have, or people you need to talk to. Let's hear it.
I think I'm just gonna go retire to my lab and never be seen again.
Okay, you can do that. It's always an option.
Just kidding.
But we'll get back to Tonki in a minute.
I will say that Jewel doesn't sleep like a human or eat like a human, but she does like kind of go through the motions of doing those things. Like when she comes downstairs or whatever metaphorical situation we're in right now, she definitely just like sits down at the table like sternly. And, like I said, she always has the like red steel like
Yep.
look.
Is that like blue steel but pissed off?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like, yeah, really sharp, like angry anime eyebrows. So whether or not anyone's listening, she kind of just starts like monologuing dramatically. I don't
Hell
really have
yeah.
anything like written out, but
No, that's okay.
she's basically just going to like start talking like at her companions, whoever is sitting there, and just be like, again, the Red Knight has spoken to me. She, is has made a decision with which I could not argue. She is denying me more arcane power in lieu of expressing my rage in a more tangible sense.
She wants you to get fucking buck wild. She wants you to be fucking... Yeah, she's speaking to you in a way of like a war drum is like in your head now, right? What would you hear, a war drum, or would it be a bagpipe? I don't want to like take, unless you thought bagpipe maybe, or like an electric guitar. Like I don't.
That's pretty cool now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I again, I don't have like a deep, likely deep. I don't.
So we
have
can
a
circle
deeply
back to it.
detailed,
Yeah. But it started. It
backstory or
started
anything,
though.
But like, yeah, I'm kind of just like making it up as I go along.
That's
honestly,
awesome, and we
but,
can always circle back. You can post in the D&D Discord channel whenever you want, and be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
that instrument that was in her head, this is the canon instrument." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
feel free. Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah, I like to think that Jewel like died in like kind of an epic sort of like almost like a Helm's Deep sort of battle, like versus some kind of monstrous race maybe. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to get at is rather than acquiring second level cleric spells this this time, I will have rage. Pure, unadulterated rage.
Fuck yes.
And I am multi-classing into barbarian.
Oh fuck yeah. Barbarian clerics. Okay.
Dang.
Oh.
Logan, I think you're muted.
Yes, I was muted. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll need more of that. Because I don't have my usual stuff up. Usually we're like streaming, and I've got like the meters to like check my volume to make sure I'm not hurting you. Yeah. But yeah, I was saying, Brian, it's badass that it's a cleric barbarian, but I was thinking like it's also a war domain cleric barbarian. Like that's so fucking metal.
Just like, yeah, so like basically Jewel is just like she's frustrated she's like ready to just like hack and smash more than ever before. You just want
She's
to
already died in battle.
Already down to
yeah,
smash.
like
She's
she's just,
already
like,
died in
ready to
battle.
go
And now
Down to
she's
smash.
it's almost like that it's that berserker mindset. It's a berserker mindset. It's like I've already died in battle once, got that out of the way, no longer afraid of that. My only
Yeah.
mission is to fucking kill people in battle.
Yeah.
All right, that's like going
I feel like
berserker.
I had thought of something clever during work, and now of course I can't remember it. It was
Yeah.
something like a Red Knight said to me to like give meaning to the phrase like seeing red or something like that.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah.
Does Jewel have eyelids?
Yes.
Okay.
Jewel looks like a human being. She was a human. She wasn't like an elf or anything. But she has like dead pale white skin and like a dark scar like from her chest coming up her neck, and her eyes are like red, but they look like human shaped eyes.
And a boob window.
Is she
Yeah,
rock?
and like she's wearing red chainmail, but the boob window like does display the chest.
That's wild.
Is she rock? Like, does she like? Is she actively rotting, or is she like?
No,
Nope.
she just has like a scar from like whatever like killed her. But she's like, she's not like a zombie. She's not like undead. Like
She's like reborn.
yeah, just like given new life. I'm just a vessel for rage at this moment.
Yeah. But technically also undead. So paladins that use spells that don't work on, like, some people have spells that don't work on the undead. We have to look into that too. I know you're the healer, so it doesn't matter that much, but there are some healing spells that don't work on the undead, which I would have to like look into that and rule it as like, well, doesn't work. You're already dead.
Yeah, I haven't done that research.
But healing potions work, etc. Let's see here. And anybody else want to share a little bit on their level up here?
Yes.
Anybody else want to move the party?
I had a question as to what you wanted us to try to keep to in terms of choosing a subclass.
Like a multi-class?
No.
Oh, you mean like with a fighter?
Yeah.
It'd be nice if you kept it within the player's handbook, Tasha's Cauldron, and Xanther's Guide. Like, I try and avoid Unearthed Arcana for two reasons. I don't know Unearthed Arcana that much. I haven't played D&D long enough to have gone through every single player's handbook subclass for every class. You know what I mean? But I do know a lot of them. I do know a lot of the subclasses for every class and when things happen and what things do what. But with Unearthed Arcana, I'm not that skilled in it, and also it confuses player characters sometimes when they just like grab Unearthed Arcana stuff, and it's like, cool, I can do this now, but like don't actually know mechanics behind it. So just to keep things simple, basically, for now, unless you have your heart set, and again, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, that's the caveat. That's like the caveat with me. Like, if you're like, I don't know, man, like I've kind of had my heart set on this Unearthed Arcana subclass and I would like to use it, I won't fight you. I won't even give you a pop quiz. I'll just be like, all right, that's fine. Like, if you want to, I'm not gonna say no.
Because I got honestly two choices. My first choice was going to be Echo Knight. My second choice, should you know, just as a backup, was going to go for Eldritch.
Okay.
For that reason, just in case, depending on what you felt comfortable with.
So, if you can explain to me how you subclassed into Echo Knight, it doesn't have to be right this second. But if you can explain to me how T-Fob managed to gain this ability, and you can have creative depth, Like you can make up a dream you had that explains all of it, you know, or you can say in his backstory, right? Because we don't know, like you don't give your like from the day you're born to the day you started adventuring. There's stuff that could have happened in your backstory, so you can pick Echo Knight, you can use Echo Knight, but I do at some point. Doesn't have to be next Monday. It can be tomorrow morning. You can post it in the Discord, the D&D Discord, or you can save it for next Monday, or you can save it for fucking a year from now. You can be like, you know, I just thought of this, right? Like, but it would be really fun to hear of that, how you subclassed into Echo Knight.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you'll let me, I'll definitely cook up a nice story for you.
Hell yeah, dude. Love to hear it.
That's what Peo was, right?
Yeah, Peo was an Echo Knight. Yep.
He'll be our tank.
Nice.
Tank it up. I thought Peo was a Psy warrior.
Cyanide.
Psy knight.
He's like he's a cyanide, but it was kind of like a homebrew of sorts.
It was
wasn't it?
it was pretty fucked. It was like it was my first time DMing, and I was like, why not have everything? It was like Burger King, have it your way.
But I think we made a pretty good story for him though
Yeah.
overall.
But I want to hear. I do want to like move the story along at this point to know. Do you guys? I'll just speak like out of DM and directly. Do you guys remember the like set? I know because it's confusing, or not confusing. There's a lot. Do you guys remember the other quests you were given? Bring them to the bring them to the table right now. And Tonky walks in the door.
Harm the banshee.
Something about a magic hot dog.
Kill the orcs.
Oh yeah, that was one. Kill orcs, magic hot dog, the banshee,
Zombies
well.
at a well.
zombies at a well.
Dang, I love that song.
Is that a real song?
I don't
You
know.
can lead a
It's about
zombie
to
to
be.
water, but
You can lead a zombie to water, but you can't make it. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go refill my glass super quick. You guys, do you want to just take a quick 5-minute and then we'll just come back? You guys can have some time to think about what you want to go for.
yeah, Logan, get out of here real quick and we'll decide.
All right, yeah, cool. No, you guys can metagame quick, no worries.
Piss off, Wanka.
On.
He can't hear us right now, anyways.
Shit. What was I gonna say?
Yeah,
Oh,
did we
and
decide orc?
we got our group name last time. We're apparently the Merry Ferns now, thanks to me.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Wait, is that what we are?
the merry friends.
Logan asked me on the spot last week, and I was too blown at that moment. I was just like, Merry Ferns.
I remember that we got a name and that I was like, I wish it could have been something better, but I'm not, it was so like it's totally fine. But no, I mean, I was thinking about that and I was entirely sympathetic about that because I was like, if I was in that spot, what would I come up with, you know? And it wouldn't have been. I was so gone. I was like, I have no idea. So I was like, probably better than me.
It was too funny. That, or we could switch it up right now and say, hey, remember our name is this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should come up with a whole different name and see if he's actually taking notes, and then call him out on not taking notes.
All right, this time somebody else proposed.
How to
one.
piss off a DM and never have him DM for you again.
Battletoad.
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
Let's do it. That sounds good to me.
Okay, so I don't actually care which quest we do, but I feel like if we don't pick one, it's gonna be bad.
Well,
I mean-
I'll say this. I know we're looking at like some political stuff, and I don't know like how many of the quests like have to do with something political wise. The only reason I said that is because mine has the town master involved, and he was the one that brought up that quest, and I can't remember from the other quest if there was a similar connection.
So the Banshee has a magic tome. attached to it.
Yeah.
And
I
the
think they all
zombies,
end up kind of tying
Zombies
together
is
after a
just like
while.
sentimental, I think.
I think
Or it
the
was like some
Banshee one we
weird.
probably won't have to fight if we play it politically. And so we could that one I think would be more role playing, but I think as Brian said, we should probably ask around town about Banshees so we can learn more.
yeah,
Yeah,
If we were to
somebody
do
with a
that.
brain should like read a book or ask a scholar or something.
Right. And I already have that well, Core already has that relationship with that sister.
Mm.
right. The
Yeah,
person
I
at the
have
shrine.
Sir
I have like a
Grail.
-2 charisma and like a 0 intelligence, so
Oh yeah, no, Core's got pretty high charisma.
You
I'm
rat
just like
swing
gonna be
hammer.
like standing around looking really fucking creepy until it's like time to leave town.
Fuck yeah. Are you just gonna stand like high noon style in the middle of the street?
Like honestly, yes. It's like the
Just like sword in
gunslinger
one
eyes,
hand.
like close up
Fuck
to the
yeah.
eyes, like everywhere I look. It's like I'm like glaring at everyone.
The other thing though, we could do the orc one and we could do that. I think that one would be more fighting, right? And maybe we could be testing out these new powers that we got from leveling up
Zombie.
too.
Yeah.
True.
Zombies
I
too.
also
Zombies or
also
orcs,
have
one of the
like turn undead or something if we were gonna do the zombie thing, but I don't know. I don't really care. I think orcs is a good idea because it'll like move kind of like the city story along or something.
Yeah, I don't move it by a bit. Again, it's right now just the town master, and then depending on how it goes with these other ones,
Right.
other stuff starts popping up connected to that.
So orcs it is.
We could also look at the map because I know the orcs are at Wyvern Tor. I don't know where exactly on the map that is, and then depending if it's the furthest, then we could hit some of the other ones on the way back.
Yeah, I don't remember where the Banshee one was. That one was my responsibility.
I have it all.
Or a cemetery or something.
Has to be nearby, I would imagine.
The old. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Logan, are you recording video as well as audio?
I'm not.
Asking for a friend.
I'm not recording the Discord video whatsoever. So whatever
Fantastic.
whatever you guys see on Roll20, that's all that's gonna be on. It's just honestly, it's just placeholder imaging is all it's gonna be. So it's
Okay.
because
No, that's
I personally, and shout out to anybody else in the world who's like me, I watch random fucking I'm like, oh, I'm doing Lost Mines of Phandelver as a DM. I'm gonna watch some random 24-hour long campaign of some assholes that did that, and they didn't even finish it. They did 4 episodes and they never did it again. But it's like it had 3 views, and I watch it. And I don't ever look at it though. Like I have it playing and I just listen to it like a radio show. That's kind of what I want to do. When I put stuff out on YouTube, it's for people who are auditory people and just like having something on in the background. That's what this is for. You guys were told where Wyvern Toll, Canberra, and the Old Owl Well. Were you guys told? You were told about the Banshee, right? But you weren't told about where she is.
I don't
Correct.
think she was because I don't think we were told because I don't remember taking a note. I was taking pretty good notes for that.
Yeah,
And I
you
didn't.
guys are pretty good at that. So go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna look over my own. I'm gonna look over all these quests myself.
So we were thinking what, like the orc one?
Orcs. I think also these people in this town like us already, and this would like help them like us even more.
I I I don't think we need to worry too much about that. I think they love us.
Orcs.
Yeah.
Orcs.
Orcs.
Orcs. I don't have any notes about that, so
That was on a poster.
y'all are gonna have to talk me into it, though.
It was on a poster, but
There's a nice reward.
it was on a poster, but also the town master of Phandelver has
Sildar.
Sildar was the knight from the Lord's Alliance who worked at the town master's hall. But the town master's name is like Western. It's like Jose should have the
Harbin Western.
Harbin Wester, yeah. He would have more on that, but he's the one that gave it. He was so basically Sildar was given the quest from the Lord's Alliance, but also by the town master, as the town master is helping facilitate the mercenary bill to have the Lord's Alliance there. He's kind of helping facilitate a lot of that, along with Halia from the Miners Guild, to have a guard presence there. Like, I do not mean this in an offensive way. The Lord's Alliance at this point is kind of like shopping mall guards in Phandelver.
Paul Blart.
It's like, no, like, that's why I didn't want to say it, because it's like, I didn't want to do him dirty. It is a little Paul Blart in Phandelver, like what they're doing like in Phandelver, because the Red Brand ruffians were causing shit, but the Lord's Alliance were not specifically tasked to go get them, because they were considered more local. The Red Brands are more for like the regional, like regionally they are fucking Marines, like regionally they are these big dudes, but in Phandelver, Sildar's position moving forward kind of would have been a little mall cop, kind of a little like town sheriff. But he was given the Wyvern Tour from both the Town Master and also the Lord's Alliance. It's kind of big. It's an orcish camp that's up near a spiny mountain range. Do you guys see where it's at on the map?
Wyvern Tour.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just north of this like spiny mountain range in a pocket of just like sand dunes and other reckless haphazard territory. If you guys are finna go to Wyvern Tour, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Tonki, did you need any help? Did you want to do a little? I know you said you're gonna have to talk me into it. Did you want to do a little role play to get Tonki into it? Or will
I'm
Tonki
gonna
just reluctantly
send. I'm gonna send a note to the inn to have the Battletoads join me in my laboratory for a quick rundown.
Okay, Halia is honestly like flattered that you would send a courier. She's taking a lot of pride in her new fang that has entered the
That's
order.
Little Fang.
Little Fang, the little Fang that entered the order. And you're like, great, send a letter to my party. And and she's like, wow, look at the big nuts on Tonki. And yes,
I'm just say this as I'm walking out the door.
Yeah.
Just like box that's about the size of me in hand.
So you guys get a letter from just a little miner boy. Could be could just be a small boy who is the son of one of the many miners that are part of the Miners Guild. They got him a job as a courier, running between mines, etc. And you get a message delivered. You hear the email chime bring as he walks in, and you guys get a letter. And it's from Tonki, and it says, meet me at my laboratory. And it has little, like, very quick directions on how to get there, since you guys are new.
While I'm waiting on them, I'm just gonna keep to my studies and read a little bit more about some of the spells that I am learning for level 3.
Nice. If I
The
ever
Corp gets up.
Thank you. Yep. I was just gonna say, like, if I ever stop talking, I either one forgot what I was gonna say next, or two, I'm leaving it for you guys to like, it's like somebody to like step in and say something. Both of which cases, if I forget what I was supposed to like, what I was gonna say next, and you guys just like speak up and say something, you save me in a way from like radio silence. And two, if it's the other thing, if I'm waiting for you guys to say something, like anything helps. Yeah, anything to chime in. So yeah, core.
So Core gets up after hearing after hearing that Tonki wants to meet up and says, I'm gonna head over to see my friend Tonki.
Jewel is across from you at the table, and just theater of the mind, I'm going to assume that we are sitting on a bench at a long table, and
Yeah,
whoever's
that's what
sitting
I
next to
assumed.
me,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
whoever's sitting next to me, kind of gets thrown backwards as Jewel just like stands up abruptly, and is just like,
So let's see
yes,
here.
like, I will join
You have Core, Slim Lenny, and T-Fob, right? Sitting next to you, or like with you.
So Core.
Yeah, all right, hold on. I rolled to see who was sitting on the same bench as Jewel, and it was Slim Lenny. So the little halfling is probably like, you know,
Perfect.
I see the rest of you guys like eating your English breakfast, your fucking eggs and beans, brown sauce and bangers and fucking everything,
like
just
a
digging
cup
in.
of black coffee. In front of
Yeah,
Jewel.
absolutely. And yeah, or some, yeah, whatever it is. But Slim Lenny is sitting there just like enjoying his breakfast. He's using manners. He's using his napkin. And maybe I'm speaking for you. Go ahead, Slim Lenny. Yeah, he's just using his manners. He's an anthropologist, a scholar individual. And then Jewel just stands up and is just like out of nowhere, like, to the town master. And then the bench just rocks. Slim Lenny, make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
Save.
Is that the right one? Yeah. 8.
Yeah, you
Oh
fall.
my god.
You fall. Tolbin, the proprietor, Tolbin Stonehill, he says, "Don't worry, Lenny. I'll box something up for you to go." And he walks over with
I
the box and a little
reach down and,
napkin
like,
for you.
Grab him by his little like ascot on his chest and just like stand him up.
Thank you.
Outrageous.
Yeah, to go boxes for everyone. I'm just leaving.
Nice. Yeah, hell yeah. You take off.
Hold on, can somebody carry mine? I got a shield and sword in each hand. I can't carry everything.
You're
Oh my
overburdened.
You're over.
T-Fob, until you eat, so technically your carrying capacity is 27. You're at 27.2, so you'll be moving at crawl speed until you eat your breakfast.
Sucks.
Unless he uses the bathroom.
That's actually a really good lesson for player characters that want to game D&D like Skyrim. It's like, okay, I'll DM like Skyrim.
Right.
You want Skyrim rules?
Are you gonna count your arrows?
Oh my gosh, we should be doing that.
You can only pick up half after the battle.
Yeah.
I put,
Anyway.
seeing as how I can't carry the food, I just chow it down right there. I just pull it open, and I re-grab sword and shield, and I just fucking go at it like a dog.
Yeah,
on the
everybody starts heading out. Slim Lenny takes a little to-go box as he's like wiping off some beans, stuffing his ascot back in. And T-Fob, you're like, all right, you like grab your sword and shield, you go to leave, and you go, hold on, and you just like drop your shield quick, and or you drop your sword, or you sheath it quick or something, and then with your free hand, grab your bowl, and using your shield to kind of like hold the bowl up, you just scarf down a bunch of the food quick. All right, yep, let's go. like a proper fighter would. Boy needs his calories, you know. You guys make your way down to Tonki's laboratory. Tonki, I don't have a map of your I don't have like a rough. If you are in, so I'm into map making. I like taking a grid and being like, yo, it's 5 feet by like 20 feet by
I
40
can make one
feet.
for you
If
you want.
you want to make, just for fun, only for fun, I'll share it, post it to the Discord, share it on stream too, forever back at Tonki's Laboratory. But if you ever want to make like a rough schematic of what it looked like, I think that'd be really fun.
Word.
I think that'd be really fun. If you were the DM and you're like, what does Tonki's lab look like, and offer to me, I'd be like, oh my god, I have something to do tomorrow. I'm so
I mean,
excited.
I can describe it. That's fine.
You can briefly describe it here. Absolutely. When people walk in the door, what's like, where do they go through? What do they get to get Tonki in 2 minutes?
2 minutes. So as you
Max.
my laboratory is upstairs. You have to take an old rickety staircase on the side back of the house, kind of like an old apartment maybe.
Mhm.
And there's just shit everywhere. And when I'm saying shit, I'm talking like not necessarily garbage, but just like rocks, minerals, broken glassware, because I just can't be burdened with the time to clean it all up. And I keep getting thrown out of my lab to go do other shit for people. And so it's like half finished experiments. There's scrolls and books open, kind of like I've just lost my place in all these different places because I keep getting told to go kill people.
And other mining stuff. Like if they run out of like, they don't really call it black powder right now, or like explosives, but like
Oh, it's white powder.
nice, it's
It's
white powder.
definitely white powder.
They-
And everything is only meant for a 3-foot tall person to be able to reach or be comfortable in.
Oh, so it's super short. It's like
Perfect.
oh yeah, yeah. So Slim Lenny's a halfling. He's Slim
Fuck
and
yeah.
Lenny.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Slim Lenny's like, oh, I like the feng shui of the place.
So
Meanwhile,
as they walk
T-Fob
in,
is like completely hunched over.
Yeah. So as they slowly or walk in, however they decide to come into my lab, I'm
They come in.
just reading a notebook, furiously scribbling some notes, and see that they're coming. I look back, finish up what I'm saying. I'm just like, all right, here you go. And I'm just gonna hand out a bag of 20 gold pieces to everybody. It's your fair share of the bounty.
Thanks.
Maybe you should
Honey,
use yours
thanks.
to hire a cleaning lady.
What? You've never been in a research lab before?
It's been a while.
I think it looks fine.
Yeah, there's some pretty important shit going on in here. Just don't touch anything, you might explode everything.
I'm trying as hard as I can here. Try not to bump into anything because it looks very precious. I'm sorry, Tonki, for anything beforehand. It happens.
Make a charisma saving throw. Or I'm sorry, a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
T-Fob. I'm talking to T-Fob.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I have nothing planned for this, so.
It's a 9. Oh gosh, it was a 10 to save,
Oh,
and you failed. And the
Yeah.
failure was that.
The lab explodes and we all die.
Now the failure is that I was gonna roll
alright,
from
good
my.
defend, everyone.
I was gonna roll from my transmutation table.
Oh. Uh-oh. I didn't do this.
Just having a wee fun.
Just having a wee bit of fun.
Literally. So what is that? I am minus 80.
Okay, and you rolled a 3. T-Fob?
9.
I'm sorry. I rolled a 3. When you rolled a 9, I rolled to see which transmutation thing was going to be the stuff, and I rolled a 3. So,
T-Fob turns into a toaster.
it turns into a
And I could
toaster.
be the brave little toaster.
Roll a d20.
Powered off white powder.
16.
Okay, nothing happens. You sneeze, and when you sneeze, your like eyes, like you bump into this powder that's in a vial. That's on like a just there's powder on just a loose sheet of paper. Right? Just like very not well taken care of or put away, and you bump into it. The powder slips off, falls into a beaker, and it creates a vapor that goes into your nose, and you sneeze. And when you sneeze, your eyes slit like a cat's, real briefly. Like, do you know how like predator eyes are just like slits?
Yeah.
You sneeze, and when you do, you open your eyes, you go, "Achoo!" And your eyes just slit real quick, like not an animal that you are, and they go back to normal, and you're fine.
And Slim Lenny puts his loaf of bread back in his bag.
Why did you?
Holy shit! Be fucking careful! You kidding me?
You kidding me? Tonki, chaotic and sporadic, yet also loves inviting large people back to his house.
I'll just
Well-
stay here and not move anymore.
Tonki.
So, how about that?
Tonki, well, chaotic and disorderly, also type A.
That's very true.
Yeah, I love it. It's a character dynamic. So now, what are you guys gonna do next?
So Core gets right to the point and is like, "So Tonki, why'd you summon us?"
To pay you, of course. I'll take it back if you don't want it.
Oh, we were thinking about doing the orc quest.
Oh, you mean those flyers that are up everywhere?
Yeah. Sounds like a team like us should take care of it.
Well, I've got some really important research going on here.
Is it more important than orcs killing and murdering people?
Are we talking
Yeah?
about T-Pod?
Damn.
Yeah, that was a low blow, Lenny.
Tonki, this is sorry, Tonki, this is a quest handed down to us by the town master himself. Now, how much do you know about him?
Well, I avoid him. Where is all this? Where's this taking place? Why do we... Can I get back here quick?
We are headed to, I think right now the area is Wyvern Tor. Just outside, how long would it take us to get there?
Each hexagon is 5 miles. 1, 2.
Oh, not
3,
far at
4,
all
5,
then.
So about 3 seconds real time.
Oh, well, there I am running low on Olivarium. That's kind of where the stores are, so maybe I could pick some up when I'm there.
We may also have opportunity to be able to look at some other areas for other opportunities of rewards along the way. And there is a reward for this one as well, if that's what you're wondering.
It'll
What's that?
it'll take you guys, for those of you that have been told where it's at and looked at on the map, those that would be studying the logistics right now, which a lot of you might be, it'll take you just over 2.5, like it'll take you a little while. The Tribor Trail will be an easy ride, but once you break off and go through like sand and stuff, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you. It's going to slow you down a little bit. So unless any of you are rangers whose terrain is desert, nope, no rangers this time. It's going to take you guys about... Yeah. Jose's like, you son of a bitch. You should... The one time you do it is the time I'm not a ranger in the campaign.
What? T-Pod's got a multi-class? What?
So yeah, it's gonna take. You guys know it's gonna take like 2.5 days.
Just
Would
on
take us
foot?
about
So I get some
2.5.
snacks or whatever.
Yeah, I think on foot about 2.5 days journey. Like I said, you just mentioned you're looking for some new materials, or at least have something in mind, Tonki.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have
Always.
to replace the powder that you knocked over. You killed about a day's worth of research.
Look, I'll help you get some more powder if you're able to help share some of that end product. It was some interesting stuff right there. No joke. I think having predator eyes is.
You could
cool.
feel when you sneezed and had your eyes slit. You could feel your perception almost double.
I mean, you're not supposed to ingest it, but that's kind of cool. I got other powder here if you want.
What else do you have?
Please don't snort miscellaneous powder in Tonki's workshop because I will make it a lot harder to survive this transmutation table.
Immediately, I pull out a vial of crystal, like sapphire blue powder.
I made this. Don't know what it does, but you know.
This shit explodes.
Metaphorically explodes.
Are
Just
you
don't put
fucking
water on it.
Willy Tonky over here, or what? Willy Tonka?
That's nice.
All right, well, let's go ahead. I gotta get some stuff in town, and then we can get headed out.
Oh, so glad that you're in for this one. Core, did you have anything else to add?
Glad you're on board.
This is purely for research.
It's nice to have another little person, huh?
I resemble that.
I'm gonna go run into town and take care of a few things. But let's all meet at noon, because it's what, 9 in the morning?
Sure.
Let's meet at noon at the Stonehill Inn.
We'll set out from there.
Deal.
So Core wants to go see Sister Grail.
Yo, when you say that name, I have to fucking look around my room for potential sparkling wine bottles that are about to blow up. You know, like for Sister Gabrielle, and I was like, Nani? Yeah, she's. I mean, you go up to her house, you can see her through the window. She's sitting inside.
So, I get her attention, and through talking to her, I want to find out where the Banshee lives.
Yep. And she tells you, she says, "Oh, Core, come on in." And you go inside, and she, real briefly, just like has like some leftover tea in her pot. And she's having a drink of tea with you, and she kind of goes, "Yeah, you do smell like you've been staying at the Stonehill. I see you're enjoying the local company there." And she gives you a coy smile, and then she says, "Agatha, the Banshee, don't call her Banshee in front of her face. I strongly encourage you to refer to her as Agatha. She is just about south. I'm sorry. She didn't say south. She's way smarter than that. That's me that fucked that up. She says she's located northwest of Conybury. Conybury, or Canbury, as I've probably been calling it a million times. Conbury. Conybury. She's northwest of there. Just to the southeast, which I was trying to say earlier, the southeast side of Neverwinter. There is a trail that goes in there. From the old Phandelver days. The old Triber Trail days.
Oh, so this isn't really on the way. Oh, it is.
Interesting.
It's a bit out, but maybe we could set up base in Conybury.
We may be able to need to stock up on something on the way.
So, I have a question about rations, Logan.
What's up?
I had 10 at the start. How many did we use up in the mansion, the haunted mansion.
So you guys, essentially, how I like to keep rations simple is just every time you come out of a 8-hour rest, you use one ration mechanically. That's how I do it.
Okay.
Mechanically, every time you take a long rest, you use one ration. Like it's almost like the cost to have a long rest is a ration. But that's not to say, like, me personally, since I've DM'd more than I've PC'd at this point, when I was playing Lander Dawnstar, my sorcerer, I was really fond of cooking. And so a lot of the times when we would take long rests, I would say that I like start preparing some rations. Like even if all I have is dried berries and some dried meat, I make like a charcuterie board. Like I make a cheese board. You know what I mean? Like I was doing that for flavor. I wasn't proficient in cooking in any way. I wasn't known as like a cook, but like I wanted to be, so I started like working towards it. And I would spend money on cooking supplies. And I'd spend money like on I would like look for certain, and I like role played it, and he ended up dying. But the idea was that my DM at some point would be like, "Yo, like you are going out of your way, like you're spending money you don't have to. You are doing things that you don't mechanically have to do stuff revolved around like cooking and rations. Take inspiration." That was the idea. It was my way of getting like cop out advantage by like continuing a character role that I didn't have to. But he ended up getting murdered by a bunch of sentient mushrooms. But that's for another time. Rations. I mean, I'll just say this for knowledge of the game. Sorry for doing the grudge thing. One ration, one one ration, which is non-perishable food for one day, is 5 silver pieces.
So, since I've been staying back at the Stonehill Inn and I get the rations for free, I'm still at 10 rations.
You
then,
don't
right?
get the rations for free. You would get like a bowl of stew for free.
Chew.
So, but you guys did all stay one night in the cave. So I'm going to say, since you stay, I'm sorry, not the cave, the Trezendor Manor, one night in the crevasse. I'll say you guys have 9 rations. 9 days, about 9 days rations. Stew. Shout out to Helderleaf. I couldn't remember who said stew like that one time, and I was like, what game was I playing? It was when him and I were playing Valheim. And he's like, come by the fire, have some stew. He said it like very sarcastically, like stew. And it was, I just about
You
died.
talk about stew.
Come in here, have some stew. So, yeah, she tells you where it's at. We're gonna keep moving this along. You expo dump that to the team where Agatha's lair is. You say that it's
Yeah, and I propose that we set up shop at Connieberry,
yeah.
and from there, I mean, we can easily go to the other place too.
Yeah. I will let you know one thing that Sister Gariel told you about Conniebury. And a big reason why, remember when she came back damaged? Like she
Yeah.
came back hard. Conniebury, the city, was sacked by barbarians. Now,
But we have a barbarian.
now technically, yeah. All I'm saying is the the village was sacked by barbarians, and it is like for the most part ruinous. So like there are places you could probably take camp there and have like success camping, but like it's not safe. It's not like there's no inn there. And it's another reason why the Stonehill Inn only costs 3 copper pieces a night. It's because not a lot of people are trying to stay around you. Because Phandelver could be the next Canterbury. Right? That's also why I didn't want the Lord's Alliance to sound like Paul Blart. Because it's like, they are mall cops there. But it's very likely they're going to get dunked on by orcs if you guys don't do anything.
So it is orcs. So you're saying this is a 2 birds, 1 stone situation?
It could be.
Getting 2 birds stoned at once.
Oh, hell yeah.
Damn.
Every action starts with a thought. Every thought has its influence. And these alter the outcome of D&D. You have all these quests in front of you right now. And you guys, like, are more than welcome to do every single one of them. And that'd be awesome. Just side quest a bunch, because... Can anybody tell me what the mainline quest is right now? This is for an inspiration point. Can anybody tell me what the mainline quest is? It could have been lost, and I'm not going to be mad. And honestly, pages and pages of Reddit and YouTube would not disagree with you guys if you said that there's no way that you would know it now, or like you wouldn't know. Because it is
Check
a little...
for traps.
Ah, very good.
I was gonna say the zombies. Something with the will.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, but I'm not going to say that... But I will say that you guys kind of missed a lot of it. And so... When you do your next quest, when your next thing gets finished after a day of adventuring, I'll give you an NPC that introduces the mainline story again. But I want you guys to pick one of these side quests at this point, and you picked Wyvern Tor.
Yes.
And that's awesome. So to progress the story, what do you guys buy? We've discussed rations. You guys all have 9 rations at this point. Is there anything else you guys want in town? We're there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Lion's Shield and buy myself a single health potion.
Cool. That'll be 50 gold pieces.
Alrighty.
Can I get like a straw hat?
Yeah, you get a straw hat for free. The people
Awesome.
are making straw hats all the time for the miners to keep their necks from burning.
I tie like a kind of like a goth looking like red ribbon onto it, you know, to protect my eyes.
Très gothique. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, and a lot of these miners too, like there are miners in the mountains, obviously, and like digging an old, like ancient abandoned mines, like a lost mine of Phandelver.
What?
He said the name of the movie in the movie. But there's a lot of people who are mining in rivers, like small streams and stuff. So they have a lot of straw hats for those people who are out in the sun all day. So you can definitely just be handed one as they're like, oh my God, as you're leaving town, they hand you one as like a thank you.
I'm like not even looking, and I just like take it and put it on my head and I keep it.
Nice.
Tifa walks over to Tonki and says, "Hey Tonki, by any chance, you know, a little nervous. I'm like scratching my arm, you know, in that nervous way, looking away, can't make eye contact." And he asks, Tifa asks, "Is there any other substances you are looking to test out in combat?"
Got a few. I'll bring them along with me. How about that?
Yeah, you know, I, you know, that other one may have been an accident, but hey, you know, you definitely got something good going on. So yeah, if there's any that are in a good, stable, safe quality, please bring them along.
I'm just gonna tap my chest and be like,
right.
I'll come up with a list of them at some point.
You can't. I'm just gonna use the goddammit Tonki list that I have for transmutation. If they
There
want
it
to,
is.
yeah,
Sounds
that's
fucking good to me.
Yeah, when I heard Jose ask that, I was like, you know what? Brian's gonna be like, oh fuck yeah, I'm about to cheese the shit out of this campaign. I'm like, nope.
Oh no.
Nope.
I was
Yeah.
not about to tease anything. I was about to make it.
I
pretty wild.
have, and I mentioned it the episode you were gone, and I've told you about it. But I told you that it exists, but you have no idea what the trigger is. But like sorcerers who have wild magic, Tonki has a feature called Goddammit Tonki, and it's like wild magic, but it's a different trigger, and it's an entirely different table which I have made. And that's what I kind of rolled when T-Fob bumped into the wall. That's why I was like, cool, I didn't know I'd get to use this table right away. And now he's like, you think I can drink some miscellaneous potions? I'm like, I didn't think I'd get to use this table that much, but that's awesome.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm grabbing or the quantity. I'm just tap like the inside of my robe.
Sure, you got some.
Is there a place that I could buy a scarf?
Not a fancy one. It'd be very rural. It'd be very rustic.
That's perfect.
Okay, do you want like a high quality rustic one though? Like one that's like, do you want to, you walk into a shop and a halfling woman says, now do you want something that's going to be with you for a while, or do you just need something cheap for the time being?
It's something for a while.
And she says that this was made by my grandmother. She was, without a doubt, the best weaver, the best seamstress, the best tailor we've ever seen. Her fingers were almost magical. If there was a Dungeons and Dragons class that casted spells based off of people's tailoring abilities, this would be hers. At DM speak, you don't notice anything magical about it. She's solely just being poetic. You can tell that right off the bat. This is just very well crafted. But she says that she has the scarf, and it's for 1 gold. I'm sorry, not gold. 1 silver piece.
What color is it?
What color do you want it to be?
I want it to be like multicolor, but when you tell me rustic, I'm thinking like oranges and like browns.
Yeah, and it's sadly, so this is the sad part, it's complementary. So it's like it does have a lot of orange, but it has blue, very thin blue detail. The blue is
Okay.
what makes it expensive. So the orange, the like copper color, they can wash that in the old orange Copper Creek with all the clay and like get that orange color, but the blue is fairly pricey to buy for thread, but there's only like a thin,
Okay.
so it's kind of like orangish dusty. It's like a dusty colored, but there is a blue detail into it, and that's what makes it a silver piece.
How long is it?
It's long.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Totally.
long.
I give her 2.
Oh my, you guys, we heard that you guys were very liberal with your money here, but you guys really enjoy stimulating the local economy. And your NPC loyalty score with the fucking tailor just went up by 2 points. So
So I go back to the Stonehill Inn at noon and I look for my friends and I want to show off my new scarf.
you're like obviously like flossing your scarf, like just
Yeah.
there you go. All right. Can
Um,
we get on the road though? It's
Yeah.
almost 9. It's only been just over an hour, and we did a really good job. Just laying out the story ahead of us, getting some character growth. But you guys start off. Anybody else can make last minute purchases, but we need to do it like.
I'm looking for an abacus. No, I'm just.
Here's
I'm
the thing.
just
I
kidding.
actually have to pee.
kidding.
If we could hold on for a couple more minutes.
All right, cool. Because abacus
Or
are,
you
I
need to
mean,
go, and I'll be right back.
no, that's okay. We'll take a quick minute break, but I do have an abacus for you if you want it.
No, I was just being dumb.
Okay.
Quick pee break though. 2 minutes.
Yeah, it is noon. You guys said you wanted to take off at noon, so we're gonna take off at noon, and you guys can go for 10 hours. So you guys can go all the way to 10 p.m.
Well, let's
And
go.
I'm going to use. Yeah, just grab T-Fob, and he will represent the party on your way to Wyvern Tour. You guys make it here. It's now 10 p.m. But on your way to this location, following the Tribord Trail, or do you guys want to go? Or do you guys want to go in the like actual like sand, following the mountain range?
Core, did you want to stop by Coneybury?
No, let's hit up Wyvern Tour first.
Alright.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
sticking to the trail until we have to branch off is a good idea.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I was just wondering if you guys wanted to take like that route.
Oh shit.
Because it'd save you some time. It'll be a little bit more dangerous, but it'll save you some time. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't save you time because it's difficult terrain in a lot of parts. Never mind. This is gonna be the most rapido. You guys are right where T-Fob's character is, and I'm going to need T-Fob, since I ended up grabbing your token first. I'm gonna need just a flat D20 roll from you. Okay, man, don't fuck up.
Oh, that's a 5.
Oh, that's actually not bad. You're okay.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah, it wasn't a skill check. It was a table that I have. And because 1 through 5 is usually discriminated on, you are surprisingly you're doing just fine. You guys make it right there. It takes you about 6 hours to start setting up camp. So maybe leaving at noon wasn't the best time because it's taking you a lot through the night, and I'm gonna need a group survival check.
Oh, I just
That's
loaded.
1 second. Slim Lenny, what did you roll?
17.
Okay, T-Fob,
3.
Jewel, Tonki.
17.
Sorry, 14.
That's okay. Core.
4.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to need Constitution saves from everybody.
Okay, never mind.
16.
12.
13.
11.
13.
Tonki, I heard Ian after you said something, so I'm assuming that was
12.
19. 12. Okay, never mind. I didn't hear Ian, but it was preteen.
Dweeb.
Cool. You guys have a hard time making a camp at night, as it is getting to be you're getting this big wind. You're getting a very large wind that's just like racing out of the like hilly plainer area to your east. But you guys are, you have a camp set up. It is jeepers, like almost like 4 a.m. You guys are able to, some of you are able to take a little break in between, but You guys kind of push past a lot of that and have a bit of a rest if you'd like to start your next day at say 10 a.m. You pushed a long rest a little bit too hard and you didn't get like a full one, but you're not having any disadvantages from it. In the morning, I want to have, as you guys start off your morning, I want to have Slim Lenny just roll a basic, just roll a d20 for me.
Just the D20.
Yeah.
Uh, 4.
Okay, you guys are doing just fine. And which way do you set off to the Wyvern Tour? I'm just gonna assume you're. Do you guys just go the full? You can go. You can almost get there. Like if you wanted to march all the way until 8 p.m., you can go right where Jewel is. And you'd still be about. You can wake up in the morning then about 10 miles away from Wyvern Tour.
That's my vote.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, just march another full day.
Yeah.
Okay, then you guys will start marching your way through Wyvern Tour. Jewel, roll me just a basic d20 as you're marching through the desert now to get to Wyvern Tour. Roll me. What was it?
One.
1. You're totally fine. At first, I thought I heard hold on, and then I thought I heard 21, and then I was like, how did you roll a 21 on the d20? Yeah, you guys are doing a really good job. Just like marching, just natural things that would get in your way in this area, regional dangers and stuff, both naturally and creature-wise, like just staying out of your way. You guys march all the way to Wyvern Tour. It's 8 p.m. It's going to take you a little time to get set up. It's going to take you until about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Another group survival check quick. So I'll need another whole fresh survival rolls from everybody.
10.
Okay,
15.
Okay, Jewel?
1 sec, my thing's loading.
Sure, Jose?
4.
20.
Oh, very good. I don't even have to do the math. You guys get a camp set up just fine, and you're able to take a nice rest. And at about 8 in the morning, the sun's starting to come up. Core, make me just a flat D20 roll.
Four.
Cool. You guys are doing just fine. Get up in the morning, everything's fine. It's going to take you... 1 second. It's going to take you about 3 hours to start making your way to Wyvern Tour. So not that long. You can, judging by your guys' place on the map and where you took camp for the night, it's not going to take you too much effort. You assume you could probably get there by noon, and that's judging based off of like even if something like bad happens along the way. So Tonki, you're the only one right that hasn't rolled one. Give me a flat D20 roll.
6.
Cool. You guys are doing great. You make it all the way to Wyvern Tour. And I'm going to... okay. So I'm painting a scene here because you guys have been going through a desert, but it hasn't been just like flat. And it hasn't really just always been desert. It's more of like grassy areas that are mostly sand. It's like frac sand mining, right? Like picture some of these places where even in the Midwest United States, you have areas that are full of sand. These pockets that occur. But this is very large. So there is like some grass. It's rolling. It's rolling not necessarily because of sand dunes, but because of rock. So it's getting to be a little Grand Canyonous as you guys, Grand Canis, as you guys get closer to Wyvern Tour. And eventually, a faint smell of smoke is hanging in the air. Who wants to make a it's like somebody whiffed a little bit of smoke hanging in the air?
I'm gonna. I guess I'll roll investigation because I'm used to fire and explosions.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to need a survival or a perception because you're using one of your 5 perceptions to
I'm good at
perceive.
both of them.
But wouldn't. Okay.
Nope, not investigation because you have been working with fire a lot, you have been working with gunpowder a lot, and your nose might be full of black powder, and you can't pick up this faint. It's a very faint smell of smoke.
An 8.
Okay, so you failed.
Perception.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to try and make a perception or a survival check can.
19.
Which one?
19 survival.
Perception was mine.
Okay. You guys manage, those of you that picked up on it, this smoke hanging in the air pulls you over to a rugged ridge. So you guys are like well off the beaten path. You're off this distant path, and you're definitely far from the Tribor Trail. The Tribor cutoff, sometimes is what it's referred to. But you guys are long into this area, and you're picking up on the scent. Slim Lenny, you're picking up smells of orcish cooking, which you would know as you spent a lot of time with orcs as an anthropologist, studying them. And
Zug zug.
yeah, I don't know what that means. Jewel, you,
What?
What?
Jewel, you notice the just the smell of an encampment, just like this dirty smell of people camping, people, living. And you know that nothing in this area is probably worth keeping alive, so you're like, fucking something to kill. Something to fight, right? Something to bring justice to your deity.
You're here.
And yeah, absolutely. And a rugged ridge on the lower slope of a hill. So there's a hill. You're on the lower slope of this rugged ridge. And 50 yards away into this ravine, at the bottom of the hill is a ravine. You guys are on a lower ridge on this hill. You look down into the ravine, and about 20 yards away, so not that far at all, you can see 50 yards away, 50 yards away, you see a cave opening, so half a football field. You see a little cave opening as you move over this like ridge. And 20 yards outside of the cave, so 30 yards from you guys, or 90 feet. 90 feet from you guys, you can see a single orc who's got his back up against a rock structure, a small, rock, about 10 foot wide, large boulder. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. And he's got his own little fire going, and he's just sitting out there keeping watch. He's about 90 feet from you guys.
Can eliminate him.
I say we interrogate him.
I vote for
Not
interrogation.
I think we might be able to get some information from him. We don't know what we're facing tonight.
Eliminate.
I'd prefer we didn't.
Fine. I grow impatient. Interrogate, eliminate.
Interrogate, then eliminate.
Core, do you
Oh.
want to take the lead on being your usual awesome self?
um. Well,
Do you want me to lure him over?
yeah, we have to like set a trap and like disarm the person and prevent them from setting any kind of alarm.
What if we do what you're saying, but in an intimidating way? What if we're
Yeah.
like, we have you surrounded?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So, um, I'll go up and then everyone like comes out and intimidates the person. Or like, how's this working? Sorry.
We surround and you walk out. I mean, it doesn't have to be you. If we're going the scary route, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not the best to be scary. I'm pretty chill.
Or you could be like, hey, I'm a friend. And then we can come out and be like, yeah, if you don't be his friend, we'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
So,
I can't
I'm
stop. That's
assuming
so
that when you guys are going around there,
I
you guys are going.
shared a map with you guys. You should be able to see it now.
Yeah.
There wasn't a map for Wyvern Tour in the module, so I just drew this one. But you guys are in the bottom left there. And let me just do this. Should be about 90 feet. Yep, just about 90 feet from you guys. You're on the lower ridge. There's a couple areas where it like goes down into the ravine, and the cave is on the right here. I will put a black circle. The cave entrances. I guess wait, black wouldn't work because the rest of the game is black. I'm gonna put a purple.
Oh, I see.
There's the entrance. There's the entrance to the cave, about 50 yards from you guys. It's actually just under 50 yards. But 20 yards from the cave is the orc.
The orc.
I just wanted to let you guys talk about it before I showed you a little map of what it looked like. Just wanted you to hash out some hashtag, get some ideas on paper. So like, yeah, let's hear it. What do you guys you guys wanted to move in and surround him and intimidate him? It's more low ridge on the left. It's more ravine straight in the center, and it's a large hill on the right, cliff-like hill on the right.
I mean, what's stopping him from being like calling for reinforcements though? Like, it's probably his job to just like start yelling if he sees anything.
They didn't have fucking fire alarms back then. They just had to yell. They just had to have some poor bastard sit out and yell.
Like
You're
in
not wrong.
Lawless.
It's just a big horn on a
Can we
stick.
see if he
that
has
blows
like a
into.
ranged weapon?
You can see he's got some javelins. You can definitely look out there and see his fire, and he's got some large sticks next to him. They don't look like they're campfire sticks.
He's an orc, right?
Yes. Yep. Being only 30
we're-
yards from you, it's not like 30 yards is not that far away. Like if you
Yeah,
guys
and
want,
we're here to kill them, right?
you are here to clear out Wyvern Tour of the orcs. Yeah, you are here to. The orcs have been. Canbury, that village, was absolutely
Yeah.
decimated by orcs a couple years ago.
I want to attempt to sneak up behind him on the left, like this. This way.
Right up on the ridge. Nice. Okay. Thank you for drawing.
We should try to knock him out.
So I will give you, because you're a halfling, and if you were using your action, you would have 25 speed, plus your action to dash, plus your cunning action now to dash again. You can move. Oh shit. Sorry, 2 screens. You can move up to like right here with 1 stealth check.
1 stealth check. All right.
Yep.
17.
Okay. You see the orc stand up as you get to the ridge. Like he stands up and he doesn't necessarily see exactly where you're at. But he's just like sitting there. He's sitting by his fire. He's not just like some lazy asshole. He's scanning. He's listening. You don't know how long they've been living here in this ravine. He gets a glint in his eye, something, but he stands up and he walks over, grabs a javelin, and starts looking in your direction.
I will remain still currently.
Okay. The rest of the group, make a perception check. Let's see if anybody notices Slim Lenny's halting.
Yeah, I was
of
gonna say,
movement.
can we like see the guy like noticing things? I guess that's why we're rolling perception.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Oh. 11.
13.
11.
8.
Core, you definitely notice Slim Lenny halt moving, and you look over. Yeah, you see the orc, and he's standing up now. You guys, you sense the danger first. The rest of the party, you start to move. So, Core, I will let you act first.
So are there rocks around here?
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be some rocks, but I have on the map just some like large rock structures
Okay.
that are like actual like massive rocks.
Yeah.
But you don't. I mean, but then there are like some like maybe medicine ball sized rocks and smaller. Maybe
Yeah,
like
so I pick up like a rock, like a small rock that you
Yeah.
can throw and make
Okay.
noise. So I go over here, and I throw a rock.
Whereas right here, try and explain it like you don't have a map to look at.
Okay, so I go to the closest ridge that gets into that view of where the orc is,
Okay.
and I shoot a rock in almost the opposite direction that he's looking in, right? So like
How do you shoot it?
I throw it.
Okay. I mean, that's a pretty far throw.
All right.
He was a short stop.
So I'm gonna be right behind him and watch him do this. Does it seem like it's gonna make it anywhere close?
That depends on his strength check. Athletics check. As you pick up a rock and you try and like baseball hurl it, but also you have to realize like you guys are also subject to being seen by this orc. So as you stand up to like
Yeah.
crow hop this, I want to see like how it's pretty hard. Yeah, and
Seven.
you rolled a 7 athletics, so it's ugly, man. Like you grab this rock, you're like, okay, I'm gonna just try and like hurl this over here, and it lands kind of like if he looked at the rock, which he doesn't hear the rock land. But if he had, he probably would have just looked right at you. Like he probably would have just.
I've got a little bit of a plan. Did I see Slim Lenny move up there?
Of course, yeah, he made it known. He
made it
last episode he snuck through the whole dungeon off. You know, that's kind of like his MO. It's like he's always trying to get first eyes on stuff. So yeah, you knew he snuck off.
Never mind.
Okay. Jewel, T-Fob, do you guys want to have any actions before I progress the story? Otherwise, I'm gonna like assume.
Am I 90 feet away? Are we all 90 feet away?
You guys are all 90 feet away. Yep, roughly.
All right. Let me take a look. All right. And okay, I can tell that he notices that something is here, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm not stealthy at all. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to walk ahead 30 feet and point at him and cast Sacred Flame as a cantrip.
The range is 60 feet.
Yes.
Nice. You're gonna move 30 feet, just like toward him. Do you want to be up on the ridge still, or do you want to be in the ravine?
Just whatever will get me like within 60 feet without having to like move up or down, like just a direct 30 feet towards him. Like without having to make extra checks or anything.
Yeah.
If possible.
Yeah, leave that, whoever Teal is, Tree Nudes, leave that marker out there. Yeah, that'll be fine. You can stay up on the ridge, definitely.
Okay. So make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Of course, I needed an orc, so I closed the tab.
EC.
Don't tell me, let me give you the number.
Okay.
There's a dick save. You only rolled a 6.
Great. So I believe it's 1d8.
Oof.
Give me 1 second.
I almost just subtracted 8 from his HP. You're like, I think it's 1d8. I was like, all right, cool, 8 damage.
And it is 8, baby.
Yo, do. Hell yeah.
I just walk forward and like gesture toward him, and like the column of light just kind of like comes down on top of him.
Yeah, I threw the bloodied token on him. I didn't mean to, but he is also bloodied, so I'll just leave it up there. I meant to just tint him red to show that there's like that sacred flame that just bopped on him.
Yeah, and then I'll just like turn towards the other people and just say like, shoot him.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's gonna be the round. Slim Lenny, the reason why I didn't give you I'm sorry, T-Fob, you still have a thing to do. You didn't have an action, did you? I was gonna say, Slim Lenny, the reason why I didn't give you an attack in the surprise round is because you technically exhausted your movement, your action, and your bonus action to get up there, and that's kind of like your turn. And it failed, so it's kind of like your surprise.
forgot.
Your surprise. In case you forgot, you failed. But T-Fob, you have the option to do something, my dude. Should have taken those throwing stars we talked about. He asked me when you guys took a little break. He asked me about morning stars and warhammers, and I thought he said throwing stars, and I was like, yo.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, T-Fob. If you want, you have a surprise action if you'd like to take one. / you have one round or one turn before I start initiative order.
Okay. I am going to take some movement up.
And get butt ass naked.
And and I'm gonna
I got Scooby snacked right as I laughed at that.
I'm just gonna close my eyes and take my shield to chest, and just concentrating, I poof my echo into existence. Oops.
What does that mean?
And so, hold on, I got a lot of text for that one. So I am gonna take a bonus action to magically manifest an echo of myself in an occupied space, pretty much within 15 feet of myself. It's magical, translucent, pretty much a double, but I have another image I'd like to use for a token at a later time. And it has an AC of 16, 1 hit point, and it's immune to all conditions. Has saving throw opportunities. It's able to do movement up to 30 feet in any direction with no action required. I can make attacks through it. It could do opportunity attacks. Yeah. So,
Boom, indeed.
Boom.
so I was just gonna summon it just to the space right next to me to the right.
As a bonus action, you can summon a copy of yourself just immediately to the right of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna tint it. What color do you want me to tint it to know it's your clone?
Purple.
Would you call it U-Fob?
No, it's T-Fob or
Buffet.
Bop it.
I don't even know what that means.
Bofa?
Bofides. You named him Bofides. You just like tried shortening a shortening. Now you get to do that whenever you want.
Yeah. So if it gets destroyed at some point before my next turn, I can use my next bonus action on my next turn to do another one.
Wow, that's crazy. See, this is one of those things where it's like,
You
hell
don't
yeah.
even have to recharge it.
No. And there's a lot of crazy shenanigans. There's something I looked up. I'm gonna see if it'll get past you.
Okay, just remember though, don't prove me right about the Unearthed Arcana stuff though. I want you at least.
No.
It doesn't necessarily need to be right now, but next episode, I need you to be a confirmed scholar of Echo Knight. Just to help me out. Like if I ask a question, I want you to be like, matter of fact, I know this for a reason. So yeah, you cast your Echo Knight, and is that your turn?
That was my bonus action, and I'm gonna do dodge as my action for this turn.
Okay, and everybody else, click on your token and roll for initiative.
So, just to let you know, I will be leaving in just a little bit. Do you still want me to
Okay.
roll for initiative?
Yeah, of course. Roll for initiative. And is there anybody? Do you want to roll to see who plays your character, or do you want me to play your character?
Does somebody want to roll to play my character?
Does anybody want to?
Pressure.
Anybody want to play a monk?
It would be like the two opposite sides of like war, fighter, rage, and then like
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
cat with this.
Kor's ultimate goal here is to not to kill this orc, but to tie them up so that we can interrogate them. That's his goal.
All right. Yeah, as the DM, I can't play that because it's too weird for me to. So I'm just gonna say, first episode, Core wasn't around, and there was a TPK. So either somebody's gonna play as Core, or Core is gonna disappear, and your guys' difficulty just goes up for this. I mean, I can't. It's built already. It's too late for me to like nerf it. So
I would, but Tonky wants to kill this motherfucker, so
that's okay.
Well,
you're still gonna
you
play.
can't play somebody that does that. Like you guys can be.
Well,
You can
okay,
have.
I'll play the monk and just like do non-lethal damage. Is that okay?
Yeah, just use fists. That's totally fine.
I'll declare non-lethal. Like I'd rather knock him out.
Perfect.
Than kill him.
Yep,
Knock 'em
perfect.
out the box.
I got a quarterstaff.
Hell yeah.
It's okay. You can
have
still like choose to do non-lethal.
yeah, even with a short sword. I found
I
out.
think of it like Donatello type bow. Bam.
Yeah,
Hell
just
yeah.
like bonk.
Right.
You have access to his sheet. Did you roll for initiative
yeah, I'm
though
just
while you're here?
collecting
Okay,
them all.
we all rolled it. Yeah, one at a time. Okay,
Oh, look at this
Tonky,
name.
Tonky, you're
Who
up.
is he?
Does he go here? Hey, buddy. You know what? Nobody's gonna be giving you treats tonight because we're not streaming. Let me just throw you some treats, buddy.
I was gonna pop that stream bubble.
Yeah, hell yeah. Break
Or the tree bubble.
Come on up. Yeah, Tonky, you're up first, man.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just letting you do your Murdoch stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look over at Core, also pick up a stone about the size of my hand and kind of toss it up and down a little bit, and then fling it at the orc and actually cast catapult with it. Which that lets me throw anything that is weighing 1 to 5 pounds, 90 feet, which is exactly how far I am away from this guy.
Okay.
If it would strike a creature, it must make a dex saving throw. Failed save, it takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
3d8
Yeah, dude.
is fucking
Fuck
nuts.
yeah.
What level spell is this?
It's a level. It's a level 1 spell.
Oh my gosh. Is it half as much on a save?
That's a good question.
If it doesn't say half as much on a save,
It doesn't
then
say. On a failed save, let's see. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When it strikes, it does damage. So I guess the dexterity saving throw is meant to be like a dodge.
Yeah, if it doesn't say on a success, they take half as much. So I will roll it here live for you. The orc has I believe, +1 dicks.
Small dicks.
Small dicks. Look at that, dude. 3.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Sorry, Core. So that's 3 plus 7
3d8
plus 6. God damn, that's 16 damage.
Yeah,
this little tiny thing just goes straight through his
he's
forehead.
dead, dude.
Like through his eye.
He's fucking dead. He starts on fire and almost immediately, like, the sacred flame comes down on him. He goes, "Roar!" And almost like immediately as he roars, the stone just like splits his head open and leaves just a stone-shaped mark.
No.
And that gator dead.
I guess we're not asking him any questions. Huh?
Dude, he's a.
I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna start marching my way that way.
Time for that. Yeah, you guys can make it all the way up to that orc if you'd like, or the cave, whichever you want to do.
Great roll
Um,
for initiative. It was fun.
Jewel like looks towards Donkey and like
Just to
gestures
see
a
who
high
goes
five
first.
towards in the air.
Nice. Way to kick his ass, Seabass.
um,
Couple Boilermakers for me and the boys.
I'm just gonna start examining some of these rocks to here around here to see if that's the ore that I need. Which I completely made that up. So
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but if it doesn't mechanically have any feature to your class whatsoever, I'll just say, cool, you collected ore, and if you got no mechanic to it, we'll see what happens.
Jesus Christ, Tonky, it was my turn next. You weren't gonna let me do anything?
I'm not paying attention to anyone because I'm sitting here scraping some of this rock into a piece of paper.
Slim Lenny, you get up to the orc. What's up?
I'll say a little prayer in Orcish, and then search his body.
Oh, that's cute, man.
Say a little prayer for a player. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
I mean, he doesn't have much on him. There's a couple of javelins around him. He has a great axe that's like leaning up against the fire, and some javelins. But other than that, it's just some shit, like some stinky hide armor that he's wearing.
I want to grab one of the javelins and just for fun, see how far I can throw it.
You just want to hurl a javelin?
Yeah, just because I'm a little guy.
Yeah.
Okay, which way are you throwing it?
Like back the way I came.
All right. You can throw it 30 feet easily, and then if you want to throw it somewhere between 40 to 120 feet, you can make a roll for it, I guess.
Yeah, what kind of roll? Athletics?
Roll a 1d20 plus your dexterity. And I'm just going to double check here.
Plus dexterity.
You are
Plus gear.
not proficient with them.
Right.
So you'll roll at disadvantage. So 1d20 plus your dexterity at disadvantage. Oh wait, hold on. You're proficient with simple weapons. You don't have to roll with disadvantage. What did you ope about?
I just rolled a 1d20 plus 3.
Oh, okay, perfect. You're 12.
Yeah.
You throw it like 50 feet, man. Half a foot, not half a football field, I'm sorry. You throw it about 20 yards.
He knocks it out the fucking park.
So you just pick up a javelin and like throw it there. Just like in a it just like just send it out. Maybe even to like this corner. And you're like,
right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Alright, we going in?
Well, Core is really like he's never seen an Echo Knight before, and so he goes up to T-Fob and he's like, after being outraged that this orc is dead and we can't interrogate them, he goes up to T-Fob and he's like, "So what's going on with this mirror image? Like, where'd it come from?"
It just like pops in right behind him. As you can see, it is an interesting one. They say once Echo comes, it's not merely a copy of yourself, but another you, so to speak, or it dives into a multiversal scenario where the Echo essentially is another me coming into this world to act under my will whatsoever. However, I do use the Echo, for good and being able to maintain the peace around these areas or wherever I go, or at least wanting to. Still learning to adjust to it. Still things to learn, but that is essentially what I know of as to this date.
So Tonky's immediately gonna look up and just give this most horrid bullshit look on his face, super confused, like, is that not the powder you sniffed? You want more? Anyone want to buy some?
I look down at Tonki, and my eyes just like blow up, and it's just like, what else you got?
Oh my god. Is Tonki's middle name Getafix?
Hey.
Oh, is that really what it was? Get a fix. Jesus.
Oh, what is this? Only took us 34 weeks.
Jesus fuck. Was that serious? That's funny.
Yeah.
Go fix, man. Your local
I
everyday run-of-the-mill
literally-
university druid.
Never put that together. That's fantastic. I am gonna. Yeah, I'll pull out of that same vial of blue powder and hand it over.
I grab it. I don't sniff it. I don't open it just yet. I do open it, but I grab a little and I give it to the Echo.
Your echo disappears.
Oh. Now I can't tell if it's the Echo or the powder. Oh god. Wait. Maybe save it for later, see what happens. I'm sure. Looking back at you, Taki, I'm sure you wouldn't give me anything bad.
Nah, we'll see. And so I'm gonna immediately start just making my way towards the cave.
Right? I can't
I'm gonna
I can't reach my mouse right now because Murdoch is blocking it and he's in a bitey mood. So excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Sir. Sir.
I will be on the outside of the cave, kind of just like slowly peeking in.
I'm grabbing my mouse. Sir.
He's like, that's a mouse I want to eat.
Oh,
Sir, that's my mouse.
It's a game of cat and mouse.
I'm just trying to get my mouse. Get out of the way. There you go. What you have to do, the trick is you have to change his momentum to where he's like trying to use some of that taekwondo to try and like throw his body into the target, but you just hold the target off the bench, off the table. You guys go up to the door and oh my gosh, inside the door you see a pretty scary monster. It appears to be a sleeping ogre.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I hate ogres.
Yep. As you guys get up, you can feel the rush of the air behind you that's filling the ravine, kind of moving right. So the cave, slowly moves right as you go in. But as you peek inside, you see a sleeping ogre.
In the direction of like going in the cave or going out of the cave?
Going into the cave and to the right, to the south. Inside the cave, yeah, you feel kind of like the rush of wind like sucking in that way and blowing, yeah.
I look at Tonki and I ask him, what do you know about ogres?
Not shit.
That's my answer.
Yep.
Shit.
That's shit, man.
But in a whispering tone.
So, what are like this, like, when I'm looking at this, like, how big is it? How tall is it? Like,
I
how
mean,
wide is it?
it's very easily 10 to 12 feet tall. Very fat. It looks like it stinks like putrid asshole, like just rancid, like rancid fart poops. It's laying on its belly. You know what I mean? Like those rancid farts. That's what it smells like. That
you
you'd
got an idea?
imagine. Yeah, and it's just like wearing this rotten like hide armor.
And
Just like, oh, it's sleeping. You can see its mouth moving. You can almost like hear it from where you're at, like snoring.
Can anyone sneak up on it?
Yeah. Let me. I want to
Do we
sneak.
want to face this?
Hold on.
I've got a plan.
Fucking cool it,
Sneak-
Tonki.
Sneak up and grab one of those skulls and then just put it on its chest. I'll do the rest.
Are you speaking Greece or something?
Grab one of the skulls, put it on its chest while it's sleeping. I will handle the rest.
Okay, little man.
Okay, little man.
I will attempt to move up and
Okay, so let me tell you what
grab
let me
one
tell
of
you what
those
my
skulls.
plan is.
No, this is better without the explanation.
No, I don't want to know. I don't
No,
want to know.
well,
We don't
Logan,
have time for
No.
this.
No.
what
Let's
I
play
sent
this
to you,
out.
what I sent to you earlier, Logan, where you're like, "Damn, that's fucking cool."
It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna tell you if it works or not. I'm not gonna like.
It has to. It's literally there's no roll in this spell.
I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
Well, I gotta get my stealth checks.
I just think them up and write them down.
Let me grab one of these skulls. What is it? Marmot skull? I don't.
Well, first off, I need a.
Biggest one.
I need.
Looks like a halfling skull.
Hey,
Actually, put it on its neck. Might be a suicide mission. And yeah, let's. You did this. You got me set up for the TPK last time. Fucking A.
for Fat Tony.
So
It's
you
a,
can
it's a
get
good plan.
you can get right here with your action. All right, see
I
ya.
really regret it because this is hilarious. But...
See you, Kevin. No, do your thing, man. Enjoy life, and we will see you next week.
Peep us on
Take
the YouTubes.
Peep us on the
yeah,
YouTubes.
I'll have to. Bye, guys.
See you,
See
man.
ya.
Actually, hold on.
You doesn't matter. You use your. It's already. It doesn't matter what you. That's what you said. We're moving forward. We laughed about it. Slim Lenny.
let's fucking go.
Slim Lenny, you moved 25 feet. I need a stealth check. And as you walk into the cave, you see the rest of it revealed to you.
That's a 22. As I
Fuck yes.
as I hold the skull.
You see
If
the
this
stairs
works.
to your right. Now you can use your bonus action or your dash action to move another 25 feet.
Does that get me to the foul bastard, or?
I'll say that if you use your bonus action, you can move right to the foul bastard here.
Cool.
And what was your stealth check again?
22.
You can use your bonus action to do that, and as an action, you can move a skull from the discard pile that's around the ogre, because the map shows some skulls there, and yeah, it doesn't mean that like in that exact spot there's just like a pile of skulls specifically right there. It's just to show that there's like a refuse pile around him, like he's a dirty like hoarder of shit that he's eaten. So. You can definitely find a discarded bone skull type because you have a movement speed, and you're like you hear that from Tonk. You're like walking in there, and Tonki's like, "Put a fucking bone on his neck," and you're like, so you're like,
You're just like, okay.
you like look over your shoulder. You're like, "All right, yeah." I guess I literally have no reason to not trust you. Like I don't know what you gained from this nefariously. And you can find that skull. You can find a fractured skull item, laying there, and use your action to put it on its neck. But I'm gonna need a sleight of hand from you as you put it on its neck.
Well, that's a 9.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's a 4 plus a 5, people.
Oh, you know what I just realized about Jewel is like, she kind of like, you know how the Witcher guy is always just like, like that's what she's doing like all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. I grew up to hunt monsters. That's it. Yeah. Oh fuck. I'll give you the benefit of this.
Slim Lenny, dead, crushed by a fist.
Oh my gosh, man. Let me see here. If it wasn't for an ogre having -2 perception,
Wow.
he would have woken up there. But he just like does one of those cartoonic snores, and then he just kind of like, and then he like puts his hands around the skull, like his like hands are massive, and he just kind of like puts his hand on his neck like you put shaving cream on it, like you tickled his face with a feather, and he like rubbed his hand on it. You know what I mean? He just like puts his hand like over on his chest and just like kind of like puts it over the like little bone on his neck, the skull on his neck.
Yeah.
So how much of the skull covers his neck, like width wise?
I mean, that's a question that I will answer for you, but please,
so
but
before you do
please,
that,
but please
I'm
don't
gonna
be
tell you
like,
what I'm
Logan,
gonna
your fucking DMing sucks, bro, because this is like a
No,
skull
no.
on an ogre's neck, man. I don't know the
Yeah.
measurements. Like this is, let's say the skull is like, how big's my fucking head width? Like
So let me go ahead and
8 inches girth. An ogre's neck is probably like a foot, maybe.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and do what I'm gonna do, because now I see that Slim Lenny put the skull there, and we're
How
good.
much of
I'm
his
gonna
neck is esophagus, and how much is clavicle?
Airspeed velocity.
Right, so
of
I
the
am-
one.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try and sneak up next to Slim Lenny as well.
Okay, you could probably get there. But you don't have. You'd have to use your action. You can get about right. I'll move it here for you. You can
He's
move about
little,
here.
But is he sneaky? I don't know.
You can actually move one more. There you go. You can move one more square forward. But I will need, since you moved right where Lenny is, I'm going to need a stealth check from you as well.
Oh. Fuck.
It's okay.
4.
The ogre is very bad at perception, but his passive perception is not that bad. And he he wakes up.
Okay, so since I haven't used my action yet,
You can use a surprise. This is the surprise round. You can use your action, but he's awake. Like as you start moving in, you see him turn his head at you. Like as he puts the skull, as Slim Lenny puts the skull, and he moves his hand over on it, and you start walking in the room, he just kind of like shifts his gaze over at you. He like kind of like turns his head. The bone can, yeah.
okay, that's fine. Is there anything on the ground that I can pick up? Like any other like little rocks and
There's pebbles.
stuff like that? Okay, cool. I'm
It's
gonna pick up a pebble and catapult the shit out of that thing right into its eye.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Are they fruity?
This one is deadly. So that's a dex save.
Deadly pebbles.
Deadly
Worst
pebbles.
breakfast cereal
In your
ever.
face, they explode. And that was a 9 for the ogre.
Ooh, so my spell save DC is a 13.
Nice.
So that's
Catapult
3d8.
him. Let it rip,
That's a
tater chip.
3d8, baby. That's a 1 and a 3 and an 8. So what is that? So
1, 3, 8,
12.
12.
12 damage.
Nice. Yep. And you rip him for 12 damage as the catapult just like
Wow.
jettisons itself into the ogre's side. And it like his like fatty side just like ripples like a water bed as the rock.
I shot it at its head. If that
He's
makes
the
sense.
That's
Wave
okay,
pool.
and it ricochets off his skull and then like hits his belly, and his belly just ripples like a
Yeah.
water bed, and does
Pinballs.
and just ripples, goes, and we should all roll for initiative.
Alright, can I tell you what my plan was, or do you want me to keep it secret?
I mean, I kind of know what your plan already was.
You do.
Yeah, just save it.
I'll save
For
it until
now.
the end of the session.
Yeah, there we go. It's better.
All right, I'm rolling for Jewel first.
Okay. And then can you click on
I don't see the turn order thing up.
Can you click on Tor's token? You'll have to refresh then. It's up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you can click on Core's,
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
yeah, and then do it from his page. Cool. Nice. Nat 20
Sweet.
for him. You got it.
Great. That means I have to go first.
you can.
I
you
rolled
can-
a 22 also.
For sure.
Dexterity off. Dex off.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dex
I have a
off.
+2 as core.
All right, Slim Lenny's up first.
Core's showing us first. Do I?
Nope, that's
Oh,
Oh, he's probably just showing up first because of natural 20. But
yeah, that's probably what it was.
Okay. So I'm right up next to the ogre.
You're right next to him. As you as you walk up to him and you like put a bone on his neck, you're like, all right, that should.
Oh my god.
You're like, that should do it. And then you hear Tonky go, move it a little closer down to his, and then like as he's walking in, and then and then you don't even look at Tonky. You just hear his head move and go. And like look over and you hear Tonky go fuck, and then you just see the rock fly out of your right shoulder, just like ricochet off its head and like bounce. And now it's your turn.
So I went with the assassin.
Nice. Yep.
So
You have assassin.
I have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
Yep. So that's called having the quote drop on an opponent. And if you move before them, you have advantage, which gives you your sneak attack bonus. Which
So I automatically get the sneak attack.
you do not automatically get the sneak attack. You have advantage on attack
have to
rolls against
hit
any
them.
creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. So you get to roll.
He's not surprised.
You get to roll your attack twice. If you hit, you treat it as a nat 20.
Got it.
He's not surprised though.
But he has the drop.
Right. So he gets sneak attack, but he doesn't get critical because he's not surprised.
Assassinate
He gets
says,
sneak attack
one
because
second.
He has advantage.
Assassinate says you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken its turn in combat. In addition, any creature that is surprised. Yep, and he is no longer surprised. That's where it was. It was the fourth to last word. So yep, you do get advantage and you do get sneak attack, but you don't get the critical hit on him. Because
Got it.
you could have done that last turn, but you put a bone on his neck instead.
Yeah.
It's for research.
It's for research.
Thanks, fucking donkey, huh?
God damn it, Tonky.
God damn it, Tom.
But we didn't even know. Trent didn't even know when he was walking up
I
there.
was just doing it.
I was just
doing it,
like,
so-
whatever, dude.
That wasn't my plan.
If Trent knew assassinate like the back of his hand, he would have said, no, Tonky, I'm not going to fucking put a bone on his neck. I'm going to assassinate him.
I'm not gonna put a bone in his back. If
But
you know
we're
what I
all,
mean.
but Slim
His
Lenny,
back all the way.
Slim Lenny just leveled up. So, but anyways, make your attack with advantage.
So just roll it twice.
Yep.
Oh, that's a 24.
Okay, roll your damage and then do your sneak attack damage as well.
So if I click on the actual damage thing, will it roll it? What do I?
Just click the
Oh,
short.
so-
Just click the short sword. In the chat. Okay, so you did 7 piercing damage, and then your sneak attack. If you go where you clicked on your short sword in the center of the page, go down like 3 tabs.
Yeah.
You'll see sneak attack. You can roll that.
Woo!
Nice, Max DiMaggio.
But
But
sneak attack does 2d6. Now that I'm level 3.
yep, click it again.
Ah,
Ah!
You rolled on a d6. Your first roll was a 6, and your second roll was a 1. So you did, but you still did 14 damage to this stinky bastard.
Oh, yeah.
As you really smell the ass farts.
It's
Ooh.
26 total damage
Yeah,
so far.
yeah. And core is up. Oh, I'm sorry,
Big D.
Lenny. You have your bonus action and your movement.
Um,
Get out.
yeah, I would like to use my bonus action. What a dumb question maybe.
Not dumb.
Disengage versus like trying to hide. Like I don't.
So disengage is opportunity of attack. So opportunity of attack is if you're within melee range, which you are with the ogre.
Mhm.
But he is prone, so he will make the attack with disadvantage on you. But either way, if you tried to use your bonus action to hide right now, I would be like, no fucking way. You're literally point blank with him,
Right.
and there's like nothing of substantial hiding purpose. So,
Yeah.
and even so, you would have to if you tried to hide right now, he would still get an opportunity of attack. Opportunity of attack is if you try and leave his melee range, he gets a free attack on you. So if you're trying to run away, you would want to disengage, because no matter what, if you leave the space you're in right now without disengaging, he'll make an opportunity of attack.
Got it.
So I'll
So
roll 2d20s. If you don't disengage, I will roll 2d20s to try and just fucking palm you with my hand right now. Just smash you at the top of my ogre ass fucking dumb thumb faced head.
So I have to disengage.
You don't have to.
I can stay here and play it out.
You can stay there and play it out. You could use your bonus action to make a offhand attack. You could use your dagger in your offhand.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Sure.
stab.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Stabby, stabby.
All right. And this was the last. This is the fucking hold my beer. This short bow does a D6. Hold my beer.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent. So let's see how long Slim Lenny makes it. Make your offhanded attack. You've made the declaration.
That's a 16.
16 on an ogre is a hit. So you'll roll a D4 plus. You won't get the +3 though, because it's an offhand attack and you don't have 2 weapon fighting as a feature.
So just 4.
It's just 4. So you still rolled max damage. So you you heard someone yell from the you looked out, you stabbed into him, and then you saw someone like waving you like come on, and then you just like disregarded and just shoved your dagger into him and dealt 4 damage.
Damn.
Into the ogre, and he is now bloodied. You actually bloodied him with that dagger attack.
Don't let him get to his turn. Just
Put a bone on him.
Corey, you're up.
Okay. I don't know how to do a core voice.
Just be very pleasant.
But
Just a very pleasant person should be fine.
it's just gonna be like, oh, guys, I thought
Hey,
we were gonna talk this out.
he may be. He ain't heavy. He's my brother, baby.
Okay, let's see. Well, from what I know about monks is that they have to be pretty up close and personal to be effective,
To be punchy,
especially at
punchy.
low level.
Yep. And to know what he's at 3 level is like, I don't even know. I don't even know what he's sub-monked into. There's like Drunken Fist and all these other things. So I'd say just
So
You got some-
movement. you can go
try not
here.
to even metagame it too much. Maybe just like throw some darts, you know?
Yeah.
Should have some darts.
Well, I don't think it's metagaming too.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean metagaming. I meant min-maxing. I mean, like, don't try and like you don't. I'm not expecting
Oh my
and
God.
to be like.
His equipment is massive. Why does he have so many things?
He might have just itemized a bunch of stuff. Also, he had a bunch of other. He rolled for his stats. When I looked on his page, I was like, no. You're taking the standard array, man. I was like, how is every stat 18 or something? You know, I was like, no way.
That's my fault for breaking in the first time.
Oh, right.
All right.
But just
so
for the sake of
core-
time and not, you might not have to play core ever again. I'd say just throw darts because you can't get up there without taking your action as well, and you also shouldn't rush his
Yeah.
character into an ogre.
I know. I don't
Yeah.
actually want to do that.
I'd say just throw a dart.
Looking at what he has in his like satchel or whatever, I was gonna see if he has like a javelin I could throw backwards or something.
No, he's got a dart. You can just throw a little dart. Does a D4, I think.
Okay. Core's gonna say. Can't remember if these darts put you to sleep or not, but we're gonna try it out. He's gonna shoot one.
Throw a dart.
It's a 10.
That does not hit. You whiz a dart.
He's gonna be like, oh well.
Damn, I didn't want to hit him
And,
anyways.
Why don't we just interrogate
I
him?
don't really think if you have like a bonus action to dodge or is
Nah,
that
his
just, like,
his
a
bonus
roll thing?
actions are like using key points and stuff. I wouldn't worry about
Yeah,
it.
it's just like combat stuff right now.
Yeah. One of
Okay.
the reasons why just like roll to throw darts is because it's minimal damage, and another reason why like I don't want you to be too like focused on playing him. Because like I'm not gonna fucking kill him. I'm not gonna like intentionally like hashtag fucking wreck him while he's gone. So it's just like he was played up to here and like we'll yeah. So it's like that's just a way of balancing it. Like I'm not gonna target him unless I have to roll for it,
Mhm.
And to keep me from targeting him would just be like, just keep throwing darts and being passive. Tonki, you're up.
I just realized I was gonna read this real fast, and
Yeah,
that
go
is
ahead.
not what I want to do, so I'm gonna not do this. I noticed that I had a scroll of fireball in my inventory.
Oh yeah, just fucking kill Lenny for sure, for good this
Yeah,
time.
no, I'm good.
Smote his ruin into the mountainside.
Right. So I'm going to let's see how far is that? 120. So let me make sure that this is far enough. It totally is. So I'm gonna run out of the cave really fast, or at least to like the entrance, and launch some magic missiles. So as I'm running, I'm just like, wah!
Throwing him
Pull out
over
the
your
crystal.
shoulder. Yeah.
Just like back, pull out the crystal from the thing, smash it against the hand, and 3 little bolts pop out. Cast a magic missile at this dude. That's
But you didn't.
what-
You
Hmm?
didn't turn your rings around though.
You don't know if they were turned around or not.
Perception check. Yeah, go ahead. Roll your magic missile. So let me know the damage.
2 damage,
Okay.
2 damage,
Oh god.
3 damage, so 7.
7 total. Zip. As you've hit the ogre, and it is now. I'm sorry. Anything else, Tonki man?
Let me get rid of my spell slot, and I don't think. Nope.
The ogre is up next. He is going to use half his movement to stand up.
Oh my god, you killed Kenny.
Does a 19 hit you, Slim Lenny?
That's my armor class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not.
Yeah, 19.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
You can tell we haven't played combat in a while, and you're like, "Oh, that's my armor class." It's like yes. As he stands up, as he's standing, you see this like big fucking tree log, pretty much. As he's standing up, he's picking up this giant tree log on his opposite side in his left hand, and he just turns around and just crushes you with this club. And he does 18 bludgeoning damage.
Lenny!
Good thing I've got
Lovely
18 hit
looking.
points.
Fuck.
I'm trying to think here. That's not until 5th level. I didn't think it would work. I honestly thought it wouldn't work no matter what. But yeah, uncanny dodge is something you get at 5th level. You are knocked prone. You are unconscious now. As you are pulling the dagger out of him, and then he just fucking Scooby snacks. I gotta pull the character over here quick to put the X thing on. If you DM roll 20, you know what I'm doing. Yeah, he stands up and he just fucking smashes you with the club. And he has 20 feet of movement left.
Is it 20?
20. He jumps towards Core. Jewel, were you never by the cave?
I don't know. I guess not.
I assumed you would have been. Everybody else moved up there.
I mean, yeah, like I would have walked towards there with
Yeah.
everyone. I just didn't move the token all
Yeah,
the way.
that's good. I actually appreciate that because it means you're not necessarily just like playing the map like it's Skyrim. You know, you're just living in the D&D world. I like that. T-Fob, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna take some movement. And I'm gonna summon my Echo as a bonus in front of Core. And I'm gonna do Action Surge. And then
You haven't used your action yet.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. I was originally wanting to to dash. That's why I kept thinking I used that action already.
Okay. Did you dash?
No, I didn't dash.
Okay.
And so I'll take the attack through the Echo. So it'll just be a regular attack. It's just through it instead of me.
Okay. So when you make an attack action on your turn, any attack you make with that action can originate from your space or the Echo's space. So you can make that choice to attack from the Echo, and now make your longsword attack.
There you go. 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Fuck yeah.
So that'll be 5 slashing.
Okay.
And then I'll do Action Surge.
Okay. You have another
I'll
action?
I'll do that second attack through the Echo again.
All right, let it rip. First one comes in, does 5 damage. Oh, a
That's 20,
nat
baby.
20 through the Echo. So you're like not really sure where this Echo is pulling from, and just you're able to you're tapping into something so much more than you are. It's like you were born not knowing that you had all this fucking potential until you followed your path. And now you're just getting stronger, and you've pulled this Echo up, and it runs in from the side. It doesn't even come in from behind you. It just spawns next to him, right? And just runs in, does this hit, and everyone's like, holy shit, they're standing back. And then you just come in with another longsword attack from your Echo does. And it unleashes a lot of damage. So go ahead and roll your critical damage.
And then I think this will also apply the savage attacks.
When you score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage attack. So as a half orc, spending your life just like fleeing the scrutiny from humans and fighting as this mercenary and constantly proving yourself. You've adopted this savage part of yourself where you're now gonna roll
Jesus.
3d8. I'm sorry, 2d8. You're gonna roll 3d8 plus 3. Oh my gosh, dude. You out of 3 d8s,
Dang.
you rolled a d8 3 times and you rolled an 8 out of 8. You rolled another 8 out of 8 and then you rolled a 1, and I am not joking with you when I say this. Let me see if I can change the player permissions to see some stuff.
Homie ain't playing.
Here, if you click on the ogre now, I don't know if you guys can see his health bar. Oh, it doesn't pop up. It doesn't show the number.
Yeah, it does.
It does show the number if you click on it.
Oh, the number? No.
It just shows his health bar. He
the-
literally had 17 HP left.
Oh, and there's a +3 on that.
Oh yeah, he didn't even add the +3, so you did
Didn't even add
20
the
damage.
+3.
You did 8 plus 8 plus 1, and then your 3 for your strength. Yeah, you just wrecked the ogre. It didn't even really have a chance to roar. It just stood up, made a great club, and just like started running, and your echo spawned out of just nowhere. Your echo just seemingly spawns out on on your side and just runs in and just fucking slices the ogre and almost like accordions it by slicing it in certain areas. Its body fat just like slides over the other body fat, and it just like slinkies down and spills into a pile of just stinky fucking organs.
It's like cutting up the tauntaun.
Yo, I regret saying that the Echo Knight would be. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. Like, I think that's so cool, man. That you spawned this. I mean, you literally could have done that, but you just didn't have the extra movement to get there. So you used your bonus action to let your Echo Knight get there. And then you just fucking made your attacks. You used your action surge. You rolled a fucking nat 20, and you rolled 66% max damage on 3d6, like 3d8. So you earned every fucking piece of that. That was wonderfully done, man.
I was ready for another attack with this little thing, Unleash Incarnation. I threw the echo, so I would have been able to get another attack.
I'm not even gonna read that right now. You're gonna have to talk to me later. That's nuts, dude. That's fucking absolutely nuts, bro. So it is
Jewel
technically
wants to
Jules'
bring
turn.
Lenny back to life.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm immediately gonna run over to Lenny.
So, well, yeah, we're out of combat. Jewel, go ahead, do your clerical thing.
All right. Healing word.
As you stand over Lenny.
I think I have to be 30 feet away, so let's pretend that I move up to be 30 feet away.
Yeah,
I
I
could be
mean,
closer, but I don't want to.
okay, that's fair enough. You can be within 30 feet.
Oh, sorry. I
roll
thought that would roll. The,
No, that's okay. A
damage.
D4 plus your spell casting.
D4 plus 5, I think.
No, I think it's a
what's
D4. D4 plus 3. So it's just your wisdom modifier.
No, it's my spell casting.
Spell
yeah,
casting ability
mod- okay,
modifier.
okay.
Yep. And your spell ability is wisdom. Yep. So 1d4 plus trace. So Lenny,
5.
you are like a cartoon pancake, just like indented into the sand. And like first your nose pops up like a cartoon, you know, like you're smashed like a pancake, and your nose goes like
Yeah.
boing,
pops up.
and like shoots up, and then you can just like sit up, and you've got 5 HP.
My healing word is breathe.
Breathe, breathe, little man.
And I'll look at T-Fob and say, good
I don't know
thing
if Trent is in the room. He's like disconnected or something.
I can hear him.
Can you hear me?
No, he's he's not disconnected. He was just frozen in space.
Oh damn.
No, I could hear you. I can hear him just fine.
Oh, I can't hear him at
Trent, can you say hi?
What? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, man. I don't...
all. I can't hear him at all.
Really? You
Oh.
can't hear him at all? I hear him just fine. That's all that matters, I guess.
Hold on.
I don't know why
I'm
anybody.
wondering.
All right, he's going in and out. I don't know why anybody else. Why nobody else could hear you? I could. I
Hello?
could hear. Yeah, I can still hear you just fine.
Okay.
Looks like everybody else can hear you.
Oh, okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. I will just
That's weird.
after you heal me, I'll look at T-Fob and just say, "Good thing I buttered him up for you."
The echo just pops out behind me, pokes its head out, and like gives a thumbs up as I also give a thumbs up in the front.
I'm just gonna bend down and be like, giving high fives to Lenny, like, hell yeah, man, that was awesome.
You don't have to bend down. I'm small too, so.
You're laying down, so I still have to bend halfway down to get to you.
Outrageous. Whoa, Murdoch, he's a thick boy.
Well, I was just gonna go ahead and give him the HP potion, not like hand it to him, that he can make the choice later if he wants to ingest it or not.
Cool. So you
So
just
you
hand
got
him a
an HP potion for being brave and doing dumb shit that I'm telling you.
nice, dude. That's actually huge because that's expensive, man.
Yes, sir.
So I got a potion of healing.
Yep.
1K.
Cool.
What's that?
I want to know what you guys are doing next. You see, the ogre's like stinky mass is just like rotting in the center of this cave now. When he smashed his club, it like made a noise, but nothing's really happened at this point. You guys, yeah, see the stairs going up into a. So this isn't like a super polished cave. The reason why it's called Wyvern's Tor is because, do you guys know what a wyvern is?
Yes.
Yep.
It's like a dragon, but instead of having like two hind legs, two front legs, and then wings, a wyvern has two hind legs, and its like front arms are its wings, and it's sometimes a little bit smaller. So Wyvern Tor used to be called that because they lived all over here, and this is pretty obviously an abandoned wyvern cave where they used to like live. So you there is like an incline that goes into a deeper part of the burrow.
I'm gonna go over and start searching these skulls. Is there anything in the pile that I can
No.
find?
Nope, it is just poopy. There's like a pile of fucking ogre shit and bones. Yeah, I think I was just like really just recreationally drawing this map, and then when I put it in Roll20, I was like, I'm gonna put a little funny pile of bones here. Just like it was like I was gonna start adding clip art to the map and everything, but instead I was just like, I put those bones down. I was like, I guess it doesn't look as cool.
I mean, you know how to get my attention now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What is a potion of healing actually like? What is it?
2d4
actually do?
plus 2. If you
Oh.
drink it, you get 2d4 plus 2
2d4
healing.
plus 2.
If you want to use a
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, anybody else want to say it?
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you. If you use it as a bonus action, you will roll 2d4 plus 2. But if you want to just like use your action or use a turn to drink it, you can just take 10 HP. Because you're taking your time to good to the last drop. That's kind of like how I like to use potions. I got it from Robert Hartley. He's the dungeon master for Viva La Dirt League. It's kind of like his rule on it, and I really appreciated that, because it's like if you want to use a full action to drink a health potion, like hell yeah, you can savor that thing.
So, like, if I sit down right now and drink a health potion, or
You're already
like,
sitting.
is it-
Tonki can hand you that potion, and you can just slurp it.
I already gave it to him and walked
Yeah,
away.
yeah. So you can just be sitting there and already, and just slurp it and take 10 HP.
Slurp it. All right, I'll slurp it.
Okay.
Word.
And What's next? Do you guys want to take a break and finish out the wipe? There's only one more encounter left, or do you guys want to end it here and come back to it, or do you want to finish this up? You guys good for another 20 minutes?
I think you underestimate how
Say
dumb
20
we can be.
minutes.
I'm good.
You say 20 and I hear 2 hours.
Not 2
No.
hours.
2 more hours. 2 more hours.
I mean, we can just go until the next encounter starts and end it at the climax of that fight, or we can play through the fight. It all depends on how long you guys want to just like sit here and watch Lenny drink a health potion or carry on.
I'm gonna sneak up
I
and
mean, I'm good. I
check
only
out
used
this.
one spell.
Hell yeah.
I still have rage. I want to
All right.
rage.
No, that's right.
Hell
We
yeah.
didn't even see the rage. All right, I'm just walking up behind Slim Lenny and be like, "Hey, Lenny."
All right, why don't both of you make stealth checks as Tonki seems to keep following you up fucking shit and ruining it.
Step the fuck back off, man.
Both of you make stealth checks.
11.
Back off.
Because Tonki's stepping on my fucking ankles.
I found a new buddy.
Yeah, we're
Little-
friends,
little
right?
Guys, you know,
Yeah, but you're wearing fucking tap shoes.
Both of you roll. Tonki, make your check, man.
I did 7.
Oh, 7. Sorry, I didn't hear it. Yeah, that's really funny because the passive perception you had to beat was 10. So Slim Lenny beat it by 1, and then Tonki's like, "Hey, good job back there, man!" And as you successfully stealth to the top of the stairs, Slim Lenny, you saw there is a pack of orcs around a fire. Like, you see an entire pack of orcs around this fire, and then right as you examine them, Tonki comes up behind you and says his hello to you, and they all turn around and they look at you.
I thought you
And-
said 20 minutes, not 20 orcs.
20 minutes. That's
We can stop here and just start with rolling for
I'm just-
initiative.
Just giving you shit.
Nice. Yeah, because I mean, we usually go to 10, but we started like half hour late, so technically we'd be ending in like 8 minutes.
So, because I walk up and startle them, can I still just like get an instant action in?
No, absolutely not. The surprise is gone. The surprise ended when you started clomping up. She was like, "So I wanted to tell you about how good of a job you did back there," and then they're like, you like peeked over the stairs and noticed these orcs are just like staring at you. Nani?
Nani?
13 is not good. Not what I want.
Nani?
What is that from?
It's this old, I think it's a Korean anime where this guy is like trying to fucks with this other dude. And there's this like really tough guy who's like over the shoulders of this like littler like anime dude, and the big dude is like laughing at him, and then the little guy goes, "Omae wa shindaru," which like translates to like, "I don't have to kill you, you're already dead." And then the big dude like gets a really puzzled like look on his face, and he goes, "Nani?" And then his head blows up. All right, let's cycle this turn order, and Core is up first.
Ah,
Perfect.
Just throw some darts, man.
Yeah, I'd say just roll for a dart, just hurl a dart in there, or rush him in first.
No, what he's gonna do,
Mhm.
or is going to light a torch,
Why is that funny?
and then
He's gonna light a torch.
and then
He's gonna light a torch.
he's gonna throw it in there, and hopefully it's like Lord of the Rings where that dude's face burns off.
I don't even know what part you're talking about, so I can't help. I want to
Yeah.
help, but I can't.
You'll have to toss me.
Oh, that part?
It's in the first movie.
Oh, which 4 hours?
That's what's happening, okay?
I
Okay,
still
so
don't know
torch.
which.
when they're at what is it called? Like Bear of something or
Oh,
other. And then
yeah,
there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the Nazgul ambush them, and
Ryder.
Frodo gets stabbed, and then the torch burns his face off.
Ryder burns
Oh,
one of the
right.
Wraith.
All right. I'll let you do that. Make a
Like, should I
athletic.
just roll for a
Roll-
dart, or yeah, should I make it?
Do you want to throw a torch?
different roll? Yeah, I want to throw it.
All right. Fuck yeah. Make an athletics check to throw a torch.
So
You'll have
Kevin,
to roll a
this is-
36.
we're sorry that Cord died. Cord decided to throw a torch.
You
Nah,
Frodo
if
Baggins.
Cor dies, he dies last, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Logan said he won't kill him, so do whatever crazy shit you
No
want to do.
shit.
Wow.
DM God mode
Just
right
falls
there.
on the floor.
No. You rolled a 12. It goes just in front of Slim Lenny.
Well, you didn't burn my face off,
He's
hopefully.
like,
You just hurl a torch. Cor throws a
Lenny,
torch and
I-
just flies over Slim Lenny's head. What? No.
That's where you fucking throw it there. Can't see in the dark. Like,
Outrageous.
Or has dark vision, but halflings don't. So
Yeah,
he's just helping his friend out.
just being a bro. T5.
Like-
you're-
Use this to negotiate with them in a friendly way.
And I don't have to worry about you guys' vision at this point either.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a campfire on the south. Now there's a torch lit right there. So it just really opens up the whole stinky cave.
The whole plan worked out.
Really ties the room together.
And then suddenly, like, the orc leader who's like standing there, his whole face just lights on fire. Like in, did you guys remember that from the first Lord of the Rings?
Stop.
Alright, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. 10d8. Okay,
10d8.
T-Fob, you're up, man.
His mouth was open and it just went inside perfectly.
I did movement to be able to pretty much. Whoa.
Oh my god.
What? What happened?
I just rolled 10d8.
You just rolled 10d8
Nice.
for 33.
Burn your face off with 33 damage. Do some movement to be able to get in line with the Slim Lenny and create a wall.
As you guys
I'm
both
gonna-
put your shields down.
And I'm gonna take a dodge action for the turn.
Okay. You have the action to dodge. Jewel, you're up.
Ooh, it's gonna fucking rage.
I drew this map
It has
almost
to
a
be
month
done.
ago.
It has to be done.
Yeah.
I'm just like-
Rage.
Finally. And then, like, I kind of hulk out a little bit, and my eyes
You have the movement to
get
get to the
even
first
more
orc.
red than usual.
You can. I will say that you can tell on the other side of the fire, like by a chest, you see an orc that's like significantly stronger, larger, faster, stronger.
Which one is that?
It's labeled. It's labeled Brugor under him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I range.
That's just you could just like you can tell just by looking at them like he's the pack leader.
I run. And I will attack.
Hell yeah! Make that mace sing.
Slap at a base.
What's that mace do?
And then we'll see what happens.
Mace Windu.
Oh shit! You only rolled a
that mace.
33 on 8d8, bro.
Hey,
That's enough.
I'm a halfling. Cool it, dude.
You only had one,
Oh,
2
that's a
dice.
23.
That hits.
Okay.
Right, it'll be
Mace damage
1d6
plus 2.
plus 2 plus 2.
Yeah, 1d6 plus strength
rage
plus
gives
rage
me-
2.
Yeah. So
1d6 plus strength. So you can just click on mace and then we can just add 2 to it.
Just bust his skull.
Like
Okay, I
the
see.
mace in the chat. Yeah, if you just click on that whittle mace there. Cool. So 6 damage.
Or running. Do 6 damage.
6.
All right, yeah. So I just like. I don't know if he's like sitting down and like facing the fire.
Yeah,
but I'm
he's
just
like-
gonna like run up and just like.
Yeah, they
Charge
were all
down
like
on
kind of
him.
like Slav squatting, but yeah, you bloodied him. You ran over and just like break his jaw loose. I just
So I used my bonus action to rage, and I used all of my movement to get there. So
Mhm.
I'm just gonna be like, ah,
just
and
yelling.
that's it.
I'm just gonna yell. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna use my free action to make a guttural yell. That's a thing. Everybody can do that. That's awesome. Slim Lenny, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna move over by these stalagmites,
Yep.
right?
Yep. They might. They
Right,
might reach the ceiling.
I might. And I am going to make a short bow attack on the orc that Jewel was attacking.
Okay, roll it. And you do get sneak attack. That's a hit.
Ooh, nice.
17.
Okay, roll the short bow attack and then add 2d6 to it.
Boop.
Ooh, 2d6
Ooh,
for sneak
so you
attack.
rolled max damage. Damn.
And then roll another 2d6.
Yeah, for sneak attack.
Slash R2d6. That's so 13.
Damn, he's dead.
Ooh.
And then
I like start cackling.
Yeah, his like jaw unhinges, and before he even has another moment to breathe or even think that his jaw's broken, an arrow just like
Yeah.
sinks into his clavicle.
I like turn to wherever Lenny is standing, and like it's like that gif from like American Psycho where like he has blood all over him, and he's like,
Oh wait, which one? Yeah.
yeah.
And I'll yell, Loktar, which is that's victory in Orcish.
Oh, I thought you were gonna yell, "Don't just stare at it, eat it."
Eat it.
It's American Psycho quote.
Yeah.
Bonus action, Lenny.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide by these stalagmites.
Make a stealth check.
Good call.
22.
Nice. That's gonna be pretty hard for them to find you. Up
Damn,
next is
Slim.
Tonky. Tonky.
All right, boys. I'm gonna run up here and take a little piece of paper out of my pocket and start reading this little incantation and fling my fireball right against the
Oh,
fucking back of the cave. Because
fuck,
you know what?
dude.
You happen to space everyone here in a 20-foot radius.
into a nice fireball.
Oh,
Into
shit.
a nice fireball
Um,
range.
So everything in range.
Where did you put it? Right here?
Right there, yeah. So that's 20. Should be 20 feet from everything.
Okay, let me just turn on the aura quick. It's a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius.
Oh my god, I'm just out of it.
I was
I wanna-
really hoping none of you were gonna run up here. I was like, please don't do this.
All right, it's Dick saves, right?
Dex saves, yeah.
So
Half damage on a success.
Okay, so this is for the leader. Let me just pull up their.
And it has to beat my spell save DC, right?
Yep, it has to beat it.
13 is what it
Okay.
is. Just to give you an idea.
So the leader saved. Oof. And then there is 3 left here.
Fire.
That's actually a 20. This one's a 9. And then there's one last guy here. Ooh, and that's a fail as well. So I will put a. Oh, you guys don't even see the aura that I put on this. My bad.
Nope.
2 seconds. I just put that out there to measure it. I will now color the orcs that are on.
It lights all their clothes on fire, too.
Yeah, they're on fire.
Crispy.
Him and then 2 of the frontline orcs.
And it is 8d6 damage.
You said 80s.
Nice. So do you guys see the 3 that are red?
Yeah.
They're on fire. So roll all of those Ds.
Throw
Okay.
those D's.
So 3 fails, 3 saves. Got it. So I will write them down. So
All you have to do is just roll it, and then
Roll
that one segment will be for all of them.
yeah. I'm keeping track on my little notepad here, which ones I
Right.
have. So I'll total it up so I keep you all in suspense.
Nice. You don't want to hold them in front of the mic and go like this?
Jesus. Why can't I roll like this normally?
Nice, dude.
My God.
This was a scroll you found on the...
The Le Wizard.
Nice. Josie took some good notes for you.
Okay, so
Yoink. Here.
Yoink. when Jose's like, so no Tonki tonight? Josie's like, I'm right here. And it just set the tone for the rest of the adventure.
yeah.
All right, so what's the damage, man?
That is 29 fire damage.
Oh my god.
29.
That's insane.
29 fire damage.
Nice.
My eyes glisten at all the fire and destruction in front of me right now.
Yeah, Jewel is just like raises her arms and like there's like a silhouette of her like with a fireball just like exploding in front of her.
Yeah.
Oh, it
And
ignites.
she's probably just so happy to see that. just
Just
now you
rattling
really
fire
got
something.
that fucking Bateman look. That nice.
Yeah, literally just like
But you've got the alchemist sunglasses, circle goggles on out of nowhere. You're just like, nice, crispy and crunchy.
Doesn't
like,
burn anyone's
I'm
retina.
wearing like the straw hat and it just like burns
Right.
like,
Straw hat.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's so goofy. Okay. Let's see here. I forgot to do this.
My first
So-
rolls were a 5, 4, 5, 6. And I was
Nice,
like,
man.
God damn.
So 3 of the orcs just get fucking wrecked right away. Like they're like
Gross.
sockets unhinged from the force of it. Other ones manage to like lay prone right away. Do like a burpee quick when they're like standing up, but they are the ones that are shown as mortal with the little skulls on them. They're really bad. Like they are seriously like, I'm just going to go ahead and say both of them are crawling prone. Like they're not
crawling or crying.
crawling like prone, like moving on their stomach. Yep. They do orcs cry? I'm sure they do. I don't
I'm
want
sure
to.
they
I don't
do.
want to
What it
dehumanize
sounds
them.
like.
When orcs cry,
Dun, 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 dun.
little red charred orc.
It's on the menu, boys.
Tonki, anything else?
I'm just gonna go, holy shit! and run back a little bit. Just because I'm like,
All
what
right.
the-
See,
right
that wasn't
exactly behind the 2 cyanites.
that wasn't so hard, guys.
Yeah.
Told you it'd be done in
Alright.
no time.
You're right.
Brugor.
Through the fire and the flames, the leader orc just fucking jumps on top of Jewel, and he is going to make a great axe attack,
Bring it.
and it is
Resistant.
a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, so you will take only 3 damage. I already took rage into account.
Yeah, so 6
Damn.
now.
So you'll take 3 damage halved. Yep. He
That's
rolled
right.
he rolled a 7
right.
and I rounded it down instead of up because I figured he's a little shocked from being fucking wrecked by a bazooka. Dude, what is the line from Triple X when he goes, "You got a bazooka? stop thinking Prague Police and start thinking Xbox or something like that. He's like, stop thinking Prague Police and start thinking Game Boy. And he PlayStation, I can't remember. But then he uses a rocket launcher to blow a dude up. That was his turn. This orc that's crawling, he's gonna stand up and make a feeble attempt to javelin you, Jewel. It failed. It did not. I'm not even gonna bother telling you what it was.
I stomp on the javelin
Yeah.
on them. I stomp it onto the ground.
And then the other orc that's laying on the ground, seeing its leader just like leap out of the fire and make this great axe attack. That one as well is gonna, have its movement to stand up and then close in on you and make a great axe attack. As it's feeling a second wind of just like fury, seeing its leader, and that also doesn't hit. Because 10 doesn't
my
hit you.
shield after stepping on the javelin.
Yeah, exactly. The javelin skirts on your foot. You step on it and just shield bash this other one. And now it's Cora's turn.
Just like throw a dart or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna throw his torch after the fireball was so successful.
Run over and pick it up and toss it.
Oh, he's going to.
Come on, guys, let's interrogate him.
He's gonna pick up the torch.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And he's actually going to. Wait, how many feet was that? Like 15 or 20?
We'll call it 20. Oh, we'll call it 15.
Okay,
I see where he's at, yeah.
He's gonna walk this way.
Okay.
And, actually, hold on. I think he's going to. Well, you told me not to put him in the fray. I would say he would flank with me.
Do it. Yeah,
to
do it. Just have
be able
fun.
to knock this guy out.
Yeah, let it rip. Make the advantage attack. Let's see what Cor can do.
I just want to knock him out.
He's just gonna put him out. He's
Points.
putting him out of his misery, right?
Yeah, just like.
The dude's on fire. He's really
like,
hurt.
just snap the neck.
He's
He's
just gonna
giving
give him a
him
quick.
Sorry, that's Jewel still talking.
The Jesus people's elbow.
The Russell brand elbow. He's gonna brand him.
He's gonna use his quarterstaff to just like bash.
Okay, let it rip. Oh, that's a hit. 17 is a hit.
Do I have to roll again for an advantage?
Yeah, fish for that nat 20 just for funsies, right?
Do it.
Oh, dirty 23.
one
Yeah,
off.
nice. 23.
Okay.
Roll the damage.
Okay.
He's dead.
Hopefully, you just slap his face.
You take out the scarf and whoopah!
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
scarf. You
Whips
strangle him with the scarf.
Oh my god.
I think Kevin would be more mad if you let Cora's scarf get damaged than if Cora just died outright.
Yeah,
Spent
no, I feel
2
like
silver
if
on it.
anything, I would try to use like a scarf to like put out the flames
Right? T-Fop, you're up.
instead of like.
Oh shit, man. Let's put you out, dude.
The Echo rushing in to attack the leader.
Okay. That is not a hit.
It is not. I'll take movement as well. And so, just checking real quick.
Yeah, for some reason your echo just like doesn't register with all the fire. You see it almost like,
Disconnected.
you see it almost like the way when you start up your grill and you see like the rippling clear air above the fire as this like heat is radiating off and making that like same clear fire, your echo almost kind of like blends into it and this sword attack just goes right through without connecting.
That'll be it for my turn.
Okay, and it is Jewel's turn.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to let's see. I want to use a bonus action of some kind for dramatic effect.
Okay.
Let me pull up my spells list. My thing is so slow. I don't know why. Okay. This is one action. Okay. Divine favor. This is a bonus action. Great, and it adds radiant damage to my weapon. Perfect. So I'm going to use a bonus action for divine favor, which is
Okay.
a concentration spell. Your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit. And then I will attack with my mace.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that's okay.
So
What's that mace do?
load up. Sorry, it just takes so long.
Oof, that's a hit.
Okay.
So you're gonna do 1d6. That is now +2.
So 5 plus 2 plus 1d4.
Yep. So you'll deal 7, and that bloodies him with that roll.
Max radiant
Nice.
damage.
And that's
Ow. Ow.
where
Ow.
you see this fire just erupting, these bodies like bursted with flames. This even Core runs up and just like you can see him like club somebody in the head, and you look up and say this prayer, and you're like, this is where I wanted to be, as you're like grinding your you don't actually say a prayer, it's like you're grinding your teeth and like embellishing this moment, and your divine favor comes down, and when you mace this orc, the cave just flashes red, like a camera flash, but it's red. And as it flashes, you can feel the skull of the lead orc, his whole skull just like open up and just give way as your mace like beds all the way down to his neck and just opens up his head.
Yeah, it's like the perfect combo of like using the cleric power plus the barbarian
Plus
rage.
the barbarian
just, like,
rage,
snap
yep. Using
the
your
fuck out of
divine,
this
yeah, your divine favor with your rage. It's like, yeah, a regular mace
divine
attack.
rage.
A regular mace attack plus a 2 plus a d4. You know, that's pretty good. And especially when
good.
you roll a max 4.
Yeah, and that's the
Smash 'em.
face of Logan recognizing our level 3 characters are fucking overpowered as shit.
No, they're doing great. They're doing great. You guys have a whole spider web of quests to get through. This is just a good little warmer upper. Slim Lenny, you're technically up next. Is there anything right off the bat you want to do? There's one orc alive, but he's crawling still.
Just like watched all
will-
of his friends
I
be
will-
murdered.
I will run up as close as I can get to him,
Yeah.
and then try and speak to him in Orcish to try and see if there's anything of value in the cave.
What do you say to him in Orcish?
Um,
Like specifically in the Orcish language, what do you say?
I say like Thromka, which means well met,
Okay.
and then
Well, man, he looks like Anakin in episode 3. And he looks up at you in Orcish, and whatever it is, I hate you! In Orcish, he says that to you.
tell me where's the goods, mother trucker.
And he's reaching for his great axe.
Cool. I will just pull out my dagger and drive it in the back of his head.
Okay. Just put him
Fucking
up.
metal.
Yeah. And that concludes that orc as you just drive in the back of his head, and that is the combat scene. Behind the fire pit, you see a a blown up mess of coins. So where once was a treasure chest, but is now just blown up.
I was wondering if you were gonna do that.
Why is it blown up?
The fireball, man. Let's see here. So everything that was flammable in there is gone. You see a couple crushed vials. You see ash along with like the chest itself is like smoldering char. You see some smash. Hey, you guys finished that turn really quick. That encounter. However, I believe Lenny, you were kind of like being the banker, right?
Yeah, I gotta pour me a mega pint of wine.
Hell yeah. You there's coins scattered all over the back end of the wall there, but what you find is 500 copper pieces,
Ooh-wee!
150 silver pieces.
Well, hold on, I gotta do math here. This is quite...
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
I still have money back at the inn, too.
Yep.
Okay. What else we got here?
All right, any more? You find 60 electrum pieces.
What the fuck are electrum?
Right.
Got him.
And you find 30 gold pieces.
Woo! Wait!
There's 2 Doge coins in there.
Just
I mean, those are gotta be worth like 80 platinum each, so.
Well, now they're only worth 45.
Oh, right.
Wait, now 50.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
remember
gosh, hold on. Elon Tusk, the lead orc, the lead orc just birded out a send message to everybody. He said, yeah, so that Doge is now worth 12 cents instead of 10 cents. Yeah, so put down another 14 copper pieces. If you sell right now, it'll change soon. That's too funny.
Does Elon Tusk own an emerald mine?
He does. He owns a lot of weird shit. But it's weird because it's like the orcs could be doing so much more, but he keeps sending air balloons up into the sky. Like, why are you doing that?
He's just like
Just
wasting
charging-
his time with these airships.
Just charging rich people a bunch of money to go up in air balloons to space.
Outrageous. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Cool. Well, we'll just end it there. We'll pick up in the mine and next episode.
Cool.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry,
Chorus.
in the Wyvern Cave.
I was about to say, did I blow a hole through this cave?
Nope. Nope.
Core is like basically dead, but we'll come back to that.